Welcome back, everybody. We are here with the Welsh Esports League Valorant section, and my name's Bigfoot. I'm here joined by Lendoth again. How you doing there, buddy?
What's up? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. What about you? And what about you?
Yeah, pretty good. Thank you very much, mate. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. I was a bit sad to miss it, but I am back on my birthday. I don't skive.
Happy Bigfoot Day. Happy Bigfoot Day, chat.
35.
But, hey, man, that's 35 years young. Come on now.
No, yeah, very, very good. It's good to be back anyway for second last cast with Welsh Esports for a little while. So we're going to get into the semi-finals tonight before we head through the finals next week. So there's going to be two matches playing. We're going to be streaming the Pit Ponies versus the Puffins. There'll be another match happening off stream. But before we get into the deal, why don't we take a little look at how we got here? Have a look at the stages before the semi-finals tonight. Why don't you run us through what happened, Lendoth?
So we had a very, very good close game from teams. Now, obviously, it's no secret. We said at the start of the season that Wolfhounds are going to do well and the Pit Ponies are going to do well. There's always, those favourites that seem to be doing well every single tournament. And they did very well. To be fair, one thing I do appreciate was the games were a lot closer. But how the games ended up coming out was the Wolfhounds played the Puffins. It was a very close game. It was 13-10 to the Wolfhounds. A very, very close game. It was quite not a slow burner, but some players weren't like popping off, and then they just kind of came alive. And then the Pit Ponies, LJPH had an amazing game where he didn't die for like a lot of rounds. He went like 18 or 17-0 before he died, and they ended up beating the Pirates 13-5. So it was a bit of a big sweep nonetheless. But obviously, you can see the board. The Puffins are at 3 points with the Wolfhounds 6. Red Kites have been eliminated, same with Tribal, unfortunately. However, the Pirates are on 3, and joining them with the Wolfhounds is Pit Ponies at 6 points.
Yeah, it's good to see like the teams getting a bit more tight-necked against each other, more even matches. It's getting quite exciting now, and obviously as we head through to the finals, it's going to be much more of that. Next week, the best of 3 will be the 2 best teams of the entire league, so you'd expect much more competition there than you might see in the earlier group stages. Hopefully, Red Kites and Tribal can get a little bit of training in and stuff before the next season, because as we've seen from various different players and teams in this league, like they can start off on the back foot a little bit. And what was your you told us a really good anecdote in the first week. What was your rank when you started Esports Wales? Valorant?
Oh, I was gold when I played Esports Wales for the first time. That was my first tournament. It was Esports. I was gold. I was quite shocking. I ended up pieing against the Swans, which were the big team at the time. And now I'm in Invite League competing with some of the
Lendoth,
the best teams.
Let's
go.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm stretching. There we go.
So yeah, just remember that is possible for anyone, and these teams that come into these leagues early and they have a bit of a hard time, like that is the baptism by fire until you do reach those higher levels, of course.
Yeah, of course. As long as you have fun and you're improving and you're watching your VOD back, seeing where you went wrong, nothing can stop you really.
I think we got the bands in somewhere. Just trying to see. Oh, they disappeared. Oh no, they are. Sorry, I got them here. Ponies pick Haven. Puffins will attack. Puffins pick Ascent. Ponies will attack, and the decider is Sunset with Ponies on attack. So with Sunset being the sort of more of the curveball map, I would love to get there. Obviously, we all know Haven and Ascent inside out as casters and players, so hopefully we'll get a little bit of a... You are so funny, mate.
Sorry. My fault. I'm not a Ascent enjoyer.
No, but you know it though, obviously.
It's the map that I went 3-14 on against the Swans.
Oh well. Now we see Neon getting locked in. It's probably just worth touching on the meta a little bit. Neon has been buffed a few weeks ago. It was about 3 or 4 weeks ago now. The agent's looking really good now. No so much like spray when you're sliding, so you can still get accurate shots when you're sliding in. Does actually make a huge difference for the shotgun slides, because since they nerfed the shotguns, Neon slides weren't very good at all. So bringing that accuracy back to the slides brings back Neon as a shotgun player around corners, which is just clip central.
Yeah, it's insane. I just tuned into the VCT game not that long ago, and I just watched a round when Neon just slid down Sunset B and one-tapped some guy mid while sliding, and it was absolutely ridiculous.
No way.
It's one of those.
That's just happened in VCT today. Oh my days! I'll go check that out.
It's unfortunate. However, the comps are looking quite good. We're seeing the Pit Ponies play the same comp. LGPH on that Omen Titan as me and Madden referred to him as last week. He doesn't like being called Madden, but I call him that anyway. But looking at the other side, we got Omen, Neon, Raze, Cypher, and Sova. So that was the exact same play. However, there's a change of role. Last week, we did see the Omen be played by Rube. However, clearly Rube has switched. He had a really good start to a game, but unfortunately, he changed it up afterwards. So maybe they've had a discussion. They've gone into and they said, you know what, maybe we'll switch it back and we can have you on the Sova now, which I know from personal experience that's his comfort role. So quite excited to see where that goes there.
I'm just really excited with this whole agent comp as well. The only agent that both teams have is Omen, so it's, you know, they've got the same controller, but apart from that, they're taking completely different approaches to this map here today. What about approaching the map? It looks like C is going to get completely bombarded. Of course, we do have Benji up there, but it might not be enough in a pistol round to have a sniper against all 5 players. Let's see how this massive push goes as we take the drone cam up too long.
Oh, this is some beautiful setup by Mitch. Mitch finding a lot of picks already. Rube just... Oh, that is unfortunate from LJBH. Rube finding him with that ghost. Now the spike is going to go down, and this is actually in favor of the Puffins. Penguin and Yoru, sorry,
nice.
I bloody stuttered. That's a beautiful blind. A lot of pressure coming down now. You gotta, you know, blink and you miss it. I can't keep up with it myself, but I'm still going to talk through it anyway. Shots coming down in the side of the Pit Ponies. They push the flank. Wow, I actually thought the Puffins had that in the bag. They took site 43, 3-man flank, and it's left them in the ditch.
Really, really good retake there. I thought that Paranoia might have got a few kills off the back of it, but they retreated well. They played the anti-flash, and they got it in the bag. Correct myself with one small mistake. I said Owen was the only player together. They do have, obviously, got 2 ciphers as well. Really important to have your Sentinel on this map. Of course, any free site map, like a Sentinel is so important because they need to have one Sentinel on one site. So yeah, it would have been ridiculous to not have Cypher on that other team. So that was a mistake of mine. We got Benji on one and Mitch on the other. Yeah, 4 kills for Egnar there. That's a good opening, isn't it? 5 ult points already. We might see a bit some crazy plays coming out from Egnar soon if that ult gets on the board.
Yeah, well, I'm still a firm believer of the Killjoy in this map, to be honest. You know, Killjoy's ult is just such OP, so OP. But, you know, with this Neon meta right now, it's probably going to look towards more of a Cypher to counter that Neon. But the picks are going down. This is going to be quite an easy eco for the Pit Ponies here. With Egnar getting a lot of picks. Oh, and Rube, a lot to ask for in a 1v5, but, you know, isn't going to survive this. And Penguin is going to take Rube down. Now, something to note, which I didn't realize, however, I said there was a roster change. I actually got confirmation from LJBH. Last season, they had a person called Andrew. Turns out Penguin is Andrew. The guy's just too famous, so he's just changed his name so he doesn't get sniped in game. And,
yeah, makes sense.
That's completely valid, honestly. But I went into his chat the other day. I was like, hang on a minute. And he's like, you do realize I am Penguin? I was like, oh, whoops-a-daisy, mate. My fault.
Funny.
But, you know, this is going to be a big round now from the Puffins. But it seems like they're going to start...
Oh my days, this push from the ponies, aggressive. Yeah. Now trapped in the trap wire, will get taken down by Chew. The trade isn't going to happen because the smoke was there just in time. And meanwhile, in mid, Benji's going to get a headshot on LGBH. And the Pit Ponies' early aggression in this save round is kind of backfired. They haven't managed to get a single chip of damage into the Puffins here.
No, the Puffins are just actually playing this very well. Never mind, Caster's Curse. Good job, Bigfoot, mate. You've just got him killed. Well played. Mitch
don't
now...
regret a thing.
An Outlaw in a Dream where it's going to have to be a 3v4 retake. He's done very well to get that pick and get off. Very surprising that he managed to do that, to be honest, but the confidence is there. Now he's repositioning to Heaven where it's going to be quite difficult, but it's very doable. A lot of players are low. Rube, pretty much 1 HP. However, everyone else is full health. Along with Egnar, who's also kind of... Oh, wow, it's a beautiful pick from A0. That might have just closed it out, to be honest. See what Egnar can do here with the Sheriff.
There is a Spectre too, but yeah, a lot of people, they either completely hold the angle of Heaven or they just ignore it and don't give you a chance from Heaven. Sometimes people just hold the drops. You have to come down and then you get shot. But yeah, it looks like KYCA is going to walk away here with this Vandal. Has been spied out in mid. Will get chased down. Spectre, sorry, yeah. And the shots come through from Ace, and yeah, Egnar's not going to be able to find anything. Probably going to die to the spike here. Get that. extra money for the next round. There was no ult there from Egner, but maybe see something interesting in the next round. I mean, if you're going to get ults that fast, you kind of want to use them that fast too. If you're going to be fragging out, you may as well keep the momentum rolling with that ult going up and down. So it'd be nice to see something interesting here when Egner having that ult on board. Maybe a shotgun. No, it will be a Vandal.
That goes there.
Well, you know, that's like a big ask, especially for Egner to invest the ult there. Really, you know, they just kind of want to break down their economy and take as many guns as they can.
Yeah.
It seems, you know, Mitch did a good job there with that Outlaw. If you look at Rascal's economy, if they lose this round, he's quite literally on 0 bones. He's bare bones setup. Whereas now, you know, they're going to be running it down on C. It looks like a 5-man push with Mitch already playing this retake. Look at that. He's waiting for it. The Utah's come through. He's good for 1 here. He's very good for 1 here. Mitch taking down A0. What a great trip. Very well played from Mitch. And the plant comes down in a 5v4 retake. Unfortunately, the setup was not, you know, figured out, but they're anticipating some sort of mid lurk. I've seen these guys, you know, whilst trying to scrim myself, I've seen these guys, the pit ponies trying to look for it. So I know that they've been putting a lot of work, but Rube taking down Andrew now. On the trip, Benji Fishy fan, living up to the main man.
Oh, Dimensional Drift does not really pull anything out the bag there. There was a shorty in pocket, but wasn't enough to get anything. Didn't see exactly what happened, but I'm guessing when Egner came out of that drift, got shot down pretty fast. And now we do have LGPH just trying to save this last gun. Phantom in hand, not trying to get spied out by any of the Puffins, who will take 4 players forward in a round. That is, I think that was just 2 deaths in 2 rounds, so they're doing pretty good for their economy.
Yeah, that is actually superb from them, to be fair. A lot of these guns and things that they're losing, and to be fair, losing the first 2 rounds, you know, you could go down 4 rounds. It could be 4-0, 5-0, but as long it's about how you bounce back after that bye round. You know, you start figuring out how your enemy plays, what they're doing, what's their common patterns, and we can just see here that, you know, okay, we might have lost a few rounds, we've lost a few guns, but LJPH now is really gonna have to start, you know, trying to get something out of here, especially being his IGL. He's got to start figuring something out.
Look at this Neon meta, man. Let's go. Shotgun in hand for Neon. Love to see it. Judge is in hand. We might see some of these sliding shots we're talking about. Just click, Ace.
Gun,
just
bro.
click,
Shoot
Ace. Just click. Please, just click. Oh, my days. If only they knew.
Yeah, luckily they don't have wall hacks, otherwise it'd be unfair. Don't cheat, guys. Naughty.
See, we're going to see a slow attempt at a retake here. There's going to have a team blind as well, but at least it touches A0 too. There will be a counter paranoia coming out. Defenders all on site now. Defenders are all on site. This might be doable, but the push is going to come in. Penguin and Ace both drop. That's 1 for each team. Chew gets blinded, but still manages to find something.
But they can stick this.
It's going to get stuck. No, diffused just. There's going to be another kill there. Oh my days, so close. That was milliseconds away from the cheeky little stick, but it will be the Puffins taking the advantage now. 3 rounds in a row. Really good stuff to see.
They are going to lose that gun too. That is quite heavy, must admit. You know, I wouldn't blame LJPH to call a timeout here. You know, you've lost 3 rounds in a row, and that momentum is just breaking down. And all you're doing by not timing out is giving the enemies a better momentum. So you want to try and figure out exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. It's only one round in difference here, but the momentum is starting to get a little bit too hot to handle for them. So just pausing it, making a plan, taking that extra minute to make a plan. It is obviously a little bit harder to have a full plan as a defensive side because the attackers are the team that are in the driving seat. But yeah, talking about driving, it does look like they're just driving straight onto A site now. And yeah, oh no, I thought they'd set a trap in heaven. My favorite place to teleport to as an attacking omen is Heaven of A, but I thought that was where they went. But it's actually the defensive LGPH omen in heaven right now. Retake about to start. See if they can do it this time.
Yeah, you know, doing these set retakes are always good, but it's just exactly about, you know, can they adapt very quickly? And it looks like they can adapt. They're running out. A0 signs ult. Andrew's good for 1. Oh, unfortunate.
3,
comes back.
4, not quite.
No. Shut down. To be honest, it's just unfortunate. There's now 2-4 towards the Puffins. And I must admit, that like the Neon ult itself is such a like an aim labsy ult, you know. If you're doing your aim labs routine and you're getting the tracking on. It's so good because that damage that it does is absolutely insane. However, looking towards the board now, it is looking like it's going to have to, that momentum we're talking about is building. However, remember, this is an attacker-sided map. 3 sites, 3 opportunities, and about 12 rounds to play. So it's just about how much can they get on defense to try and withdraw the chances of them getting a complete sweep when the defenses comes on.
A0 taking that Ferrari peak again does actually get tickled a little bit. I'm not sure what that was, but there has been some damage to A0 done through the smoke or the wall, down to 64 HP. You do get a lot of information off that fast early peak, but see if anyone's peeking mid, but you also kind of trap yourself in a corner if there are people holding that angle. Of course, they will get out. They're just going to march onto the C site, A site again, and get the spike straight down.
The spike going down, this retake, A0 is just going to punish that Mitch lurk. It seems someone has done their homework. They were looking really dominant on this map last week, but unfortunately, Benji Fisherman fan, he likes to watch his VODs. Oh, the picks are coming in from Chew with this judge. I need to stop talking. There a game coming on right now. KOICA. On site with a sheriff, not going to happen. A0 is going to put him down. It's a 2-5, and I'm expecting a timeout from the Pit Ponies.
It's got to be now. It has to be. Come on. 5 rounds in a row, man. That momentum is just unbearable.
You know what? One thing I do absolutely applaud is he'll always, he doesn't give up. He's proper thinking about it. I can tell. If I was in this stream and I'd watch him, he's probably giving it a good thought. However, the trips down, what they gotta think about, right, is they're always pushing in 5s, right? These guys are always pushing in 5s, so maybe have a fast rotate because they're not yet to have someone be on a mid lurk. They're always pushing in a pack, they're playing off each other, and a lot of the people on that Pit Ponies team is taking 1s.
Oh, he is it. Here's the bouncy little footsteps working their way to the back of sight. That information should be handed over to the rest of the team. Yeah, it is being pinged. But yet again, the Puffins have just planted the spike for free, so we're going to see another attempt at a retake. And this time, the Puffins haven't retreated back to mid. They are leaving some players on site. Considering they did lose this site to Eco, almost. This is probably a good play. They've got people spread out a little bit. Backside, in a window as well. All right, the execute's about to start. Let's see what Mitch can do here. And then we have it. The showstopper comes out. That'll hold them back, right?
Yeah, it's a great scare tactic. Amazing scare tactic from Rascal. A0 now. LJPH gets his first kill on the board, but is it going to be enough? A 1v4 and a Rascal running around at you like a silly Rascal. Oh, that is not cool, Rascal. Come on now, big dog. What the hell?
That's got to force a timeout. Surely the teabag.
Please. Yeah, there it is.
The teabag forces the tea break.
I like that. Teabag forces the tea break. You know, we're looking at a really good game here. I actually think it could go the distance. I will be honest with you, after last week's performance, it seems to me that, Rube might have tilted a little bit. But right now, they're looking more, he's playing more like a team. He's got 3 assists right now on that Sova, and that Odin is coming into play. However, looking towards that LJPH side, they're trying to think of something. There's got to be something that they're not doing right. If I was the IGL on this point, I think we can see on the map right now, actually, that they are pinging, and it does look like they have an idea of what's going on. They might be planning some sort of push, but the attacking side is aware of it, as the red pings are also coming back on that mid push. It looks like they also have the same idea. What I'm looking at here is I'm predicting that we're going to have some sort of default, where we're going to have 2 in window, 1 watching A, and then 1 might be walking up garage. So it's telling me now that they're putting a heavy B presence, but whatever response they get from that A and C site, they're going to take it, and they might pivot towards that if they get pick, or they'll pivot towards A. But, it's going to be really good to see what LJPH can think of this year. Now, he doesn't usually have bad games. He's been playing very, very well this entire tournament. So I've got a lot of faith in this guy, but, it's good now that we're not in best of ones anymore, so you can lose a map. You can't lose that many, I'm afraid. So as long as we can get something from this, and they are going to be doing that A window C hold. A lot of silence, but it looks like they're gambling towards this C pick with a single Egner and a Marshall sat on A long.
It's interesting they've started to play slow because they had complete control of momentum. Pit Ponies on a save round. I would have fully expected the Puffins just to continue to charge forward, but again, maybe it's the timeouts affect the momentum, like you were saying, is the whole point of it. But either way, they're going to play a little bit slowly now. Definitely got a plan here to try and find the first player and then just march onto site. The Marshal has now retreated from the hold line. It's going to take another peek here. A little bit too late now. Players have moved around. Does see an elbow. Does see Ace Zero's elbow. Hasn't seen Rascal yet. Will miss the first shot. Absolutely terrible. Going to get taken out. Don't mean terrible play. Actually, mean terrible for the team that they lose that one hold character.
Yeah, they were playing anti-eco. I should have picked up on that. The reason why they were playing slow is because they knew the pit ponies were on that low buy. So clearly what they've called is some sort of anti-eco to make sure that they can't get that money. And they can't, you know, if they do push, then they are ready for it. But there's been no push, so they've decided to go towards A, and they've gotten it right. Chew, finding KYCA in heaven.
Oh,
that's so important from Andrew. LGPH gets that kill with the Stinger, but can he do much more? Rube is just going to run at him.
Ace Zero's just sliding around, starting to maybe troll a little bit with the gameplay here. Sliding backwards and forwards and still managing to get kills. I think that was more a desperation for survival slide than a troll, but it just looks like it, doesn't it? With the amount of kills and rounds that are racking up here for the Puffins.
Yeah, they're getting that place on the board now, and I'm loving the skin Benji Fishy fans are rocking. That glitch pop bundle is an amazing bundle to have. However, you know, it's not about the bundle skin. I just wanted to appreciate it. We'll move on.
Finally, they take advantage of that. Yeah.
Finding that first pick, it's huge.
It's a hard one to find as well because that pick's moving at 100 miles an hour.
You know, and Neon's just rapid, isn't she? You know, like she's quick, kind of as quick as England was sent home. I'm joking.
Hey!
I'm joking, guys.
Well, for anyone that doesn't know, GB Squad from Staffordshire University, called K-pop Superstars Valorant Squad, have taken both UK trophies and the EU one. So it doesn't matter if we don't take the football home. We took the Valorant home this year, all right?
It's coming home, it's coming. Valorant's coming home.
It came home at the university level.
Looking towards us now, picks are in the favor of the pit ponies, and you know it's a lot of pressure. Someone's gonna have to make a play. Who's gonna be the hero of the round? Is it gonna be Omen? Whereas he's creeping around mid, trying to find one, but he's gonna walk into a crossfire. The trap has been sprung, but can he get out? TP. Oh, he doesn't even do it. Mitch waiting for it.
Yeah, Oh, he's away, but he's lost a little bit of health. KYCA going to try and get something here, but will be headshot by Benji. Very beautiful shot. The neural theft comes out. Locations are revealed. Mitch gets sprayed down, and what looked like was going to be a guaranteed pit ponies round is now going to be a Puffins plant and a 3 versus 3 retake on C.
Honestly, I'm actually extremely proud of that. I can already tell that that was his plan, and that's my ranked IGL. Benji Fishy fan getting the pigs. Oh no, it's coming down to a 1v2. A lot of pressure now. Can he? LGPH is still in the smoke. He's spraying that. The reload! The Q! That's good for LGPH! And the spray comes down and Rube is dead. And that's unfortunate. That was a very good attempt. And I was actually quite impressed, Very, very good attempt from that to bring themselves back into that round. But what's just happened is they lost the round. Then they won the round. And they've somehow lost it again. Yeah. However, not all bad. Pit ponies are back on the board.
Yeah, and it was a good way to get back on the board. And the only problem for them is the Puffins economy is going to be strong for like 2-3 more rounds, depending what happens.
The entire half, mate.
Yeah, like even if Puffins lose 2 more. Oh, yeah, there's only 2 rounds left. They're sorted. I thought there's 3 rounds left in my maths. Yeah, bad maths. 2 rounds left. Puffins are absolutely sorted. Pit ponies have to take both of these rounds against a full economy. A 0.
Oh no.
Nice. Ace drops. Really good headshot there. Penguin just have to retreat from that. Ace 0 getting a bit cheeky the way they jump into the lobby. They jump into the long area. Just bouncing around constantly. It does get a lot of information. Oh! And Rube bounces the shock top back on themselves. Rascal making their way up to C. Does get spied.
There's some great work now from LJPH.
Oh, yes.
To try and, take that garage control back. Mitch, finding Rascal on site. Puffins are going to want to plant now. There's a great dart from Rube. He's going to hide from it. Benji Fishy fan is already aware of it. Is he aware of the garage guy though? And he is. He clears it. Very well played.
Okay, 2v3 retake with Edna on very, very low HP. Chew is on 73. That could be quite easy to kill, but with 30 for Egner, it's not looking great. Going to be able to get some space off the back of that attack inside smoke, but of course, Chew will gain space too moving forward and will get a flick onto Egner. So easy when Egner's on 30 HP. I just don't think it's going to be enough for KYCA. Does find one. Let's go.
KYCA finding Chew on site now. Top of the spike. They have Rube and Benji Fishy Fan on the bottom. Is he going to stick this? No, he's not.
Oh.
Not a lot of pressure. Rube, Odin spam to take him down.
Oh my
8-3 to the Puffins.
Surely there was time to take 5 footsteps forward, do a Rolling Thunder, and do the second half. Do you think, or not?
To be honest...
I know it's crazy.
Maybe.
I'm just wondering. I'm not saying he should have known this or done this. Just was there time, do you think?
Was there time to Rolling Thunder and stick, or Rolling Thunder push, go back and defuse?
Well, no. Once the half was done, do you think a Rolling Thunder would have been enough to get the second half? Do you think it would have worked or not? I think it might have. But I think it's complete insanity and silly to try.
No. There is a universe out there where if the RNG's good, they don't hit him whilst they're spraying and he gets to defuse.
Yeah. The stick was very, very confident. Very good to see. Unfortunately, not working out. Look at all the util being dumped on the C site again. And not sure if Mitch is going to be able to handle this onslaught, even with the util in hand. But luckily, Egnor's there as well to get 2. A0 also gets 2. And it looks like the site is clear.
Spike planted.
Oh, no. LGBH nearly got shot in the back of the head there. Will get away with their life a little bit longer. Benji is on the flank. A0's ult is about to run out. We'll get headshot. 3v2 retake. This surely is possible. Surely this can be a 4-8 round for the Pit Ponies. There is a Rolling Thunder. Still. There it is, but Benji dodges it completely. The stick comes through. The spray gets LGPH down, but KYC is there for the kill. Benji Fish is here holding the angle and gets the final kill. And no, it will not be a 4-8 round for the Pit Ponies. The Puffins secure a 9-3 for themselves.
Switching sides.
Yeah, to be honest, that round is that could have gone any way, to be honest. Very, very good round, I must admit. That was very well played. The kills, the picks, and... You know, it's unfortunate that they got the plant down, the retake came in, but it's unfortunate. It's going to be a crawl. Now, if there's one thing I am very confident of, it's a Haven attacker-sided map. Can they do this in a 10-2 half? They need 10 rounds to win the game. So, that's, yeah, obviously, I'm overcomplicating it a little bit. However, they need 10 rounds to win. They got 9. You know what I'm talking about, right, Bigfoot?
I know what you mean, mate. Yeah.
Okay, good.
10-2. You said 10-2 half, right? Which means 13-11.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense. And we do have pistol push coming in. It's going to get met by some paint shells, which could be quite lethal, especially when Ace is there to shoot the headshots from the escape. Rascal finds 2, and Puffin's getting off to a good start in this defensive half. I'm not sure the Pit Ponies will pull this map back. Maybe we're going to have to look to Ascent for the Pit Ponies if we want to see Sunset.
No, it's actually very, very shocking to see this, to be honest. You know, it's good to see that they must have done their homework. Benji Fishy Fan only dying 3 times is absolutely insane. You know, he's been there for the entire round, and, you know, to point out a certain VCT moment, back in 2023 when they were down 11-3, they managed to claw it back on the final map. However, can the Pit Ponies do the same? Are they able to claw this back? If they win this bonus, are they going to be able to claw it down from 11-3? That would mean there is no space for any mistakes.
There really isn't any space left if the Pit Ponies want to get this back, but Chew getting an early blind outlaw shot onto Egner isn't a good start. It's a pretty crucial round. At the very least, they need to do some economic damage here to move forward into their future buy rounds. But so far, it's getting harder and harder as they've already lost one of their key fraggers.
Benji Fishy Fan has the same setup. Bro does the same setup every week, all right? Every week, he's got this same exact setup. And I remember after the game, I got on a gate call with him, and I said, bro, you got to change your setup. And he goes, but it works. Watch, they're going to be aware. I'm telling you, he's going to be aware. He knows. Camera's gone. Yeah, Mitch knows. Mitch already knows.
Mitch knows the exact setup.
I told you.
Exact setup.
Change your setup.
He literally just jumped over it, didn't he? He knows exactly where it is. Knows where the camera is as well. Could hear it coming on and off and knew exactly what they were up to. Yeah. LGBH now holding from hell with Paranoia in hand. Rascal jumps down. One-shots Penguin with the Outlaw. Cheeky stuff here is going to be a Bucky annihilation in hell with Rascal finding one as well. Hit Ponies having a very hard time asserting themselves in this attacking round, but they do have a buy round next. They might be able to spin this round on a dime.
It's an insane round, I must admit. That was actually quite... I actually might have done the ultimate caster curse ever. That was whoopsie-daisy. My fault. But
I don't believe in voodoo.
Well, I believe in Lendoth caster curses because Mitch had definitely no idea where that was. He did not know what serve he was running. But this is what we're looking at now, 11-3. Do you believe in miracles?
Maybe like on Ascent, but I'm not sure we're going to see a miracle today here on Haven. Let's see though. It is a buy round against the Eco, so if they play their cards right, they will at least take this to 11-4.
Well, if you say his name, he will appear. That's what I like to say.
Lendoth.
Hey, mate, how we doing? This is absolutely a wonder. Oh, no.
This is dirty. Dirty, yay. Dirty, y'all. Shauna Paul. It's a Sean Paul language. Actually, yeah, it was just a little dancehall reference. It doesn't matter.
To be honest, mate, if I got that, I would have joined in, alright? But unfortunately, I did not understand that.
Oh, my days! Rascal is killing it with this Outlaw. Oh, and Ruben's just absolutely swamped. Rascal does drop, though. Ruben does get killed, but KWCA Agner gets Chew. Okay. They finally managed to do it, of course, with the higher firepower. Big... Oh, my days. It's exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to see the slides and the shotguns, and they come out. No way. No way. Ace Zero with the clutch. It did not look like that was going to be a Puffins round until Ace Zero stepped onto the site, sliding in with the Bucky, switching up to a Vandal, and then the ultimate for the finisher and the defuse. Puffins on match point.
That was a crazy round, I must admit. That was actually that's a very interesting round. It's not often that rounds leave you speechless, but I quite literally was so immersed into that round that I just literally just shut up and I watched it. And this is an amazing start for the Puffins. 12-3 on map 1. Hit Ponies are going to need to do a lot. Now it does close the gap of opportunity. I did say LGPH, you can make some mistakes. However, it's the amount of mistakes and how many maps you can give. But luckily, we are past the BO1 stage. Just exactly how could the Penguin... Oh my god, I didn't even mean to double P that. Oh, lovely observing as always. Agner, will he use his TP? Benji Fishing Fan is sat on site. He has no idea about it. The cage is dropped.
From the shadows, backed up by the teammates. Good TPs here.
He's dead, bro. Yeah, he's gone.
And bro. We find some kills. Dolphins now down to 3 players. Shock dart. And the spike goes down.
Oh, the Mitch look. It's beautiful. Finds one. Finds the second. One more person. And is the silly little flanking Rascal going to be able to stop this? 1v5 now. There's one. No. And there's the double swing. Very good round from the Pit Ponies. And it looks like there is a glimmer of hope.
You know, out of all... I mean, there's been some slightly unfair, like unequal matches in Welsh Esports League, right? In the early days of every league, there's a little bit of imbalance between some of the teams. But as far as even matches are concerned, I do think Ace Zero's clutch there might be one of the best clutches in history. That was insane. It was just so technical. Shame that Rascal couldn't finish it off with a huge clutch of their own, but they are only 1 point away from victory here. They can lose a round or 9. 8.
Well,
7.
They got
7.
They got money to burn, quite literally. They quite literally have money to burn, and Ace Zero, your favorite duo, Ace Zero and Little Rascal, is going to sit there. Now, they know some Bagel and Lendoth, but they are going to get stunned, and they are going to go away. Mitch. Oh, he's going to find Ace Zero.
Oh, my days. Oh, the chaos.
What do you think?
I think the chaos is very, very good to watch, and it is good that it's working out for the Pit Ponies. You can stay in this fight a little bit longer. Rube gets taken out in mid-air of that. Benji Fish Fan going to come in here. Probably a little bit too much to ask here from the Puffins to get this round, but like I said, they can go 7 before it even gets to overtime. They can go 8 and win overtime. So they have a lot of time to find this singular round to close out Haven here.
You know, they're going to try and save their guns if they can. What? Benji Fishy fan, why you silly Billy for that? Oh, chew. Look behind you, mate. The lurking Cypher with the Odin. Now that is absolute LJPH cinema. What a strat, honestly. What a strat. I am proud of that one.
Yeah, I don't think you're expecting the C lurk to spawn when you're watching a plant on A, are you?
No. But you're not expecting a lurk with an Odin. With an Odin.
No.
With an Odin. Bigfoot. Sorry, I'm lagging.
Pit Ponies lagging behind the Puffins here on the scoreline, but there will be 2 more maps to go. If they can secure the next. I mean, this isn't over yet. They are starting to get rounds on the board, but there's just so much time for the Puffins to find a round and do it in however fashion they want. All they've got to do is get a single diffuser or wipe. Mitch there gets one on the little hidey hole behind the box. Another really good lurk there, very much needed. Egner going to send a flash out, but will get smashed down by a shock dart and Bucky combo, but Penguin's there to answer back.
You know, this is a great little push, but Rube, okay, Rube is him, swings that, takes that, is that. Now gets the drone down into sewer. Flashing main. Is Benji Fish fan dodges. This is very doable. 2v2. Rube on a slimmer of health, but they know where Breach is. Can they close this out? Are they going to clear the jet here? The stun comes down. Nice. 1 pick, 2 pick. Wow. Now, as crazy as it might sound, we have a game on our hands.
Are you sure about that? I mean, I'll believe it when I see it, but it's definitely possible. But the momentum has really just switched sides, hasn't it? Since those first 3 defensive halves on the Puffin, the momentum has completely handed back to the Pit Ponies.
Yeah, the momentum is crazy. Now, they might have to call a timeout at some point. Losing 3 rounds, you cannot lose this match point advantage. All you need is just 1 more.
Yeah, surely they do something a little bit different. Ace Zero marching forward on aggression, and it's going to actually force Rascal to run away themselves. Like the Tricks is on site here. Nice little teleport there. Going to get the shorty kill onto Chew. Rascal manages to answer back, but Mitch has still got an Odin in the pocket and takes down Rascal. So LGPH is going to get the spike down. Again, there's only 2 players left for the retake here. Does look like we might see 7. Maybe you're 100% correct and this is a game on our hands. At the very least, we've got a series on our hands.
Well, if this is map 1 and this is this intense, I'm quite excited for the next 2 maps, because I guarantee you this could very well stretch out to 3.
Oh yeah, it would be good to get some overtime in the mix along the journey as well, because having these 2 teams, you know, we got the winner of one group, the runner-up of another. We do have an underdog, and what's the word? A favourite running into this. So it's the Puffins who were the runners-up in Group A, with the Pit Ponies winning Group B. Puffins played 2-1-1. Pit Ponies played 2-1-2. That's the difference between them in the group stage.
It's looking like it's going to be a 7-12 now, with a Breach Show online and not very far away from an Omen ult for a set hit. The timeout is initiated. Wow, wow, wow. What a crazy way to start this best of 3, and we're about to see what might be one of the best games in Esports Welsh Esports League history.
Yeah, this is really, really high tier gameplay. Very, very equal, very intense, loads of back and forth. I do think we're starting to get to the creme de la creme. The wine is refining with every single year. Sorry?
I didn't get that one, mate. Sorry.
I said refining. I don't know if refining is aging. You know,
creme de la creme.
Oh, the cream of the cream. It's like it's French for like the best cream. I don't know.
Yeah, my fault.
The cream of the cream of the cream, right? So the cream of the milk is the fattiest bit of the milk, but the cream of the cream is the creamiest.
You are brain boggling me. This is worse than brain rot. Oh my goodness gracious me! That was well, that's probably the most skibbity. The most French
you've ever learned in a cast.
No, I actually know my French quite well. I'm pretty fluent, if I do say so myself. Yeah, other than that, other than Lendoth's very perfect, very good French, the timeout's over. So let's see what
Can you
could
cast
happen.
in French?
No.
No. Moi
Nope.
aussi. Moi aussi.
Mon coeur.
Let's go. Big C long push. Little bit of a push into sewers here. They definitely have a plan. The pit ponies have bashed their heads together, and actually, it's a fake. There wasn't a push into the sewers. I fell for the Yoru clone. Yoru clone as a caster. It was not the real Yoru going at the sewers. They're faked out long, but they're still holding it should the rotation be needed. The fake's kind of been bought, I think. And no, wait there. They've gone over to C to shoot some shots and fake C as well. They are just playing that. So the answer, the conclusion of that timeout was mind games. Surely this is what they're doing right now. They're playing mind games until they find a pick. Shooting the doors in mid, and now they're going to go back to A, aren't they? This is cheeky, but A is anchored currently by 2 still.
OJPH now is just clearly like done the thing where he's put his fingers on his forehead and he's like searching for the answer, and he's found the answer. Just make a lot of noise a lot on the map and make them seem a bit worried. Breach ult, Yoru TP, execute, 2 kills on site for them to get. Oh, but they need to find something. Mitch, he's good for 2. Finds Acero and Benji Fishy Fan, but Rube is going to take Mitch back with another Odin. And Odin v Odin, but Rube comes out on top. Shock dart, tap. Can he do this now? Spike coming down, 2v4.
Spike planted.
Oof. It's possible 2v4. There is 2 ultimates in pocket, you know, but it will be a retreat. Pit ponies. The timeout didn't quite work for the Puffins there, but it looks like it kind of did work for the pit ponies, who managed to get that confusion tactic pulled out the bag. And that is one of the things about the timeout, you know, you caught it for yourself. Trying to get your heads together and come out on top, but it also gives the opponent a chance to do the same. Come up with a new tactic themselves.
And that tactic was make noise. This is some great observing, I must admit. Look at Omen. Hi, Omen.
Hey, you little cheeky boy. Cheeky boy. Hiya. Have you seen any of the, what's the word? The concept art for Omen, all the different faces he might have had?
Is one of them like the 2 dots and the number 3 by any chance?
Oh, like little Uwu. No, I don't. I think that might just be like more of a meme than an actual character design. But if you can find the early concept art, there was some interesting other Omen iterations. But I think what they landed on was perfect.
To be fair, one of the lines that that Clove has is so what are the 3 lines? Is one of them, are they eyes and a mouth, or are they 3 mouths? Like which one's which?
Clove's so cheeky.
That is a great question. Which one? Leave it in chat. Which one is the Omen mouth? Is it the left one, the right one, or the middle one?
Maybe the middle one's his third eye, like his eye to his spirit. The other 2 are his eyes, and he just doesn't eat.
Yeah, maybe.
He is just like
definitely
a bunch of shadows wrapped in bandages, isn't he?
Yeah, true, actually. He can definitely bench at least like 20 kg though, I reckon. Uses the shadows to lift them up.
Bench 20, that's nothing, mate.
No, that is a lot. That's like 20 bags of sugar I'll have, you know. Thank you very much. That's a lot.
I'd like to think Omen could bench a bit more, but let's get back to the game. I'm sorry, viewers. As the casting gets thrown out the window, we do see the pit ponies get sight yet again. But this time the Puffins have managed to stay alive for a 5v5 retake. Very big difference here. But Mitch has still got the Odin in hand and is still finding heads. KYC, yeah, you can just send some util up to heaven. That's going to send Rube back. This is looking really, really good for the pit ponies. This comeback might be real.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think the comeback might be real, mate.
Very real.
This is
very,
crazy.
very real. Now, I'm somehow astonished with, like, just the mental that they must have to, and really on the side of the Puffins, as that gap gets smaller, you might, start to feel a bit of frustration. People might be getting tilted.
Oh, 100%. The mental, man. It's one of the reasons ever since casting, I've found like a newfound love for like literally any sport over the past couple of years, just because now I really get like how important the mental is in like every sport, esport, everything. I just enjoy watching that no matter what the sport is. And yeah, right now I think you're right. The mental is a very, very interesting aspect here. Puffins just had everything on their side. And then as it starts to fall apart, their mental might be dropping to the sewers.
Oh, Andrew finding that huge pick on Rascal. Now, it's just what you need. Chew. Trey's going down Rube. That is a great 2 kills.
What?
But
was that free with the Hunter's Fury?
This could be it. This could be it. LJPH and Andrew, or Penguin, the only 2 alive. Jet knives in hand. Rube, backside. He's been fought. And again, ace by Rube. Beautiful.
No
He's getting
way.
a Discord DM, bro. That is a great, fair play, Ruben. Fair play. That was actually insane.
It is them, mate.
That is crazy. What a game. Honestly, what a game. We definitely cast the curse that last round. LGPH, I'm so sorry. That one's on me, mate. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have let you do the comeback. I'm so sorry. I should have talked about Omen benching more. I'm sorry. But regardless,
3k with a Hunter's Fury, and then the 2k with the gun for the ace. An ace, total of aces, ace 0 with the clutch pivotal round as well. That was really, really good, man. The pit ponies nearly managed to bring it back, but Rube said, I got my ult, and I know where you are.
He does quite literally know where you are. The guy with all hags has actually won that. But you know what? It's fine. Great round and a great game. However, that's just going to make the pit ponies more hungry. And if you really think about it, even though they lost that game, they're still going to have that momentum. They only lost 1 round there, so they're still going to be feeling really hyped to be able to take that first round and get into that next game, to be honest with you.
Yes, the ponies did pick Haven, but with the Puffins being on attack, they kind of had the driving seat to start off with. And they did really good in that driving seat in that first half. Moving forward to the next map, Puffins were picking Ascent with the ponies on attack. This is what does make me think we will probably end up going to Sunset, because the ponies will have that driving seat on Ascent. Probably be a little bit more of a similar comp. Might even be a mirror comp. And then the attack half should probably go over to the ponies, I think. If we're probably a little, maybe not quite as big as a lead, but I think it will go over to the ponies.
Well, the only thing about Ascent is they've changed the comp a little bit. Now, because of the Killjoy nerf, a lot of teams are instead running the Cypher instead of the Killjoy. Killjoy is still very viable, very good agent. However, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a Cypher, especially Benji Fishy fan. He's quite literally a Benji Fishy fan, and the Team Heretic Sentinel does play a lot of Cypher. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that guy on Cypher.
Quite a big difference between the 2 Cyphers in this previous match. We had Mitch on 17 kills, 17 deaths and 6 assists. Benji on 12 kills, 11 deaths and 3 assists. Top of the leaderboard last round was Ace 0. 20 kills and 18 deaths, 8 assists. Egner was hot on the tail. So the kill counts were okay for Egner and Mitch. But it just wasn't enough to hold it down for the whole squad. So they will be having to come into this next round with a bit of a plan. What do you think would be the general takeaway from that if you were coming into the next map?
Sorry, I've just read one in the Twitch chat. And,
okay, no, let's tell us what is it?
Pembrokeshire fraudulent region. that is great.
Yeah, that's a Welsh joke. That's a Welsh joke and a half.
That is quite good. But for the next map, sorry, say the question again. I was just kind of giggling to myself about that. That was quite good.
Is Pembrokeshire a fraudulent region? That was the original question.
Pembrokeshire, to be honest, it's gonna have to be. There's like you got your regions. It goes so best Valorant player. Obviously, you got Aspas. Everyone from North Wales, like everyone, and then it goes like Alfie probably. But we're just quite happy to see that. But sorry, what was your actual question?
So yeah, the actual question was what would be your general takeaway losing that moving forward to the next map, especially with starting on attack? Like, what would be your goals moving into the next map?
So with that, it's quite difficult because you got to think, right? Especially, I'm guessing that the 2 leaders probably would be LGPH leading the Pit Ponies, and then Benji Fishy Fan is probably IGLing the other team. So looking at that now, you've got 4 other people, plus your own mindset that you've got to keep intact. So it's very important now going into this game that the winning team, even though you've won, you've still got to stay focused. And the team that's just lost, they got to applaud themselves for that. 12-3 they were on. They got 6 rounds, made it 12-9, and now, obviously, unfortunately, they lost. However, it's very important because if one person tilts, the saying, you're as strong as your weakest link. That is
Yeah.
quite literally how I see it. You are quite literally as strong as your weakest link. So if everyone is fine, but you have that one guy tilting, he's going to bring the team levels down, and you're all pretty much as playing as well as he is. So it's very important that you're all in a nice, stable, good connection line to make sure that that team does not break apart. And as your job as IGL, not only is it to call strats, but to make sure to check on your players, mentally, and make sure that everyone's good and calm for the next game.
Yeah, I think that phrase is really important with Valorant. You're only as strong as your weakest link, and there's kind of a double entendre with it as well, because each player is a link, okay? But there's a link between each player, right? And those links are really, really important as well. That is, when you watch the best players in the world, Valorant, CS, Apex, anything, the best teams, it's the connection, the synergy, the teamwork that makes them the best, not the individual players. You could take the 5 best players in the world and throw them together with bad comms or bad synergy, and they would be one of the worst teams in a world championship. It's the synergy and the teamwork that really, really counts.
100%, mate. 100%. I like to say quite often that, I stole this from a friend I had in high school, but what he used to say was, I could go into my back garden, pick up a woodlice, give it a tiny controller and a headset, and he'd probably play better than you. And that's true. That is probably, that is true. Because at the end of the day, as long as you can, if that woodlice is communicating better than the really good player, then, fair play to it. Give it player of the year for all I care.
I'd love to see the woodlouse-sized Xbox controller and how, with all its little legs, it would play Valorant. But no, it's kind of true. Yeah. We've got a few minutes till the next game, so we'll set it to a little break. Come back for Ascent. Ponies on attack, which we'll probably go over to the ponies, and then we'll probably go over to Sunset. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Huzzah.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Welsh Esports League Valorant semi-finals. We've had one stellar match leading us into our second, and hopefully we'll make it through to a third, but we'll have to see how this one goes. My name is Bigfoot. I'm joined by Lendoth. How's it going, buddy? What happened last match?
Well, I just got into my backyard and to try and find a wood lice. Unfortunately, I couldn't find one. Damn. But I did indeed have a look, and it is a good match. We started off with a 12-3 lead by this Pit Ponies. Sorry, by the Puffins. 12-3 lead, and the Pit Ponies were clawing it back round by round, keeping it mentally strong. And unfortunately, they fell short. However, they have achieved so much in what was a fake comeback in the end. However, everything's still possible.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning the Puffins were the underdogs. You know, they hadn't won as many games in the group stage, but they did not look like the underdogs in that last match. So now will have to be the time that the Pit Ponies assert themselves, or it'll all be over for them, and we will actually see one of the underdogs in the finals, of course, if the Puffins can take this. But one more game to go. Does look like KJ's being hovered. You know, you were talking about the nerfs. Some people not really favoring KJ that much anymore. I've seen some really good Cypher stuff on Ascent over the years, especially since the trips got extended. But it looks like it will be KJ today.
That is actually quite interesting, I must admit. KJ still strong. Obviously, retake capability with that Killjoy ult. You know, even though it's her ultimate, it's still very strong. You have mollies, you have everything that can slow everything down, but it does look like we're going to go into the same old Ascent with the same comps and probably the same strats. Can't wait to watch them run it down mid into tree.
Mirror comps.
Yeah.
There's a really good strat we saw from K-pop superstars who won the EU championship, might I add. They used to dump 3 players in tree quite often. 3 different little angles, 3 different rat spots in tree. So crossfire at the door, and then either one at the tree itself, or sometimes outside the door even. Anyway, there's a few different setups they did, but those 3 players in tree would sometimes obliterate those rotates and mid pushes. Don't see it too often, but it does pay off in dividends if they do. It will be interesting to see how much like of their economy, their players, etc., are going to be invested into tree on the defensive side. We have actually switched sides right now. So it was Ponies who picked Haven and Puffins on attack, but the Puffins picked Ascent, so the Ponies will attack. It's their turn to be in the driving seat. What will they pull out the bag?
You just said Puffins, Ponies, Puffins, and it just completely boggled me.
Yeah, my girlfriend says I speak too fast.
You know what? I think speaking too fast is like the best thing for a caster. As long as you can yap, you know, you can save the trap. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, mate. And if you can save the trap like you, I know you can rap like a dude.
That's what I'm not saying, but hey, that was a good bars. However,
follow Jody Bigfoot for more bars.
Self-promo, you little man. But other than that, we're going to play some Valorant.
Let's go. So it looks like a bit of a split here, a little bit of a default without too much attention on mid, but the attention from mid will be from Cat. Nice default setup from the Puffins on defense. Puffins, 1 round in the bag. Well, one map in the bag. Oh, this early push can be so deadly, but actually they don't find anything. Mitch gets tagged a little bit. Very big early aggression here from the Puffins, pushing out left, right, and center, trying to corner the Pit Ponies in their lobby, but Penguin's already on site. Egner's going to find a kill. Rube running away, trying to keep the life alive for the retake if the plant goes down on A.
Yeah, you know, the plant's already going to come down from LJPH, and when I mentioned that the Pit Ponies had a redemption story, it looks like that they've had a pep talk and they're coming into this with a great mindset and a warmed-up team. Now, I know I'm saying that as Egner's getting run down mid, but the flash is set up. This flash is actually an amazing... I use this flash quite often. Benji Fishy fan now is sat there in heaven. LGPH is going to find him with that classic. Rube going to swing a heaven, will trade out LGPH. It's not a trade, really, but it's a 3v2. Rascal finding KYCA. Penguin jumping down. Andrew, a lot to ask for. Rascal, he needs to find 2 picks in such a short amount of time as well to defuse. Oh, finds Mitch. Is very doable now if he can find Penguin.
It's just not enough time. The kill comes through, but the spike won't. Such a good round from the Puffins, but it will actually be the Pit Ponies who get the point.
Well, I must admit, I actually did not have a lot of hope for that retake, but that was insane. Fair play. I love when they exceed how you're expecting it to go. But this is quite an exciting way to put this out. Now, if we do look now at this setup, it looks like that they are going to gamble stack somewhere. Now, although they took down all the weapons and Rascal saves that ghost, it's not exactly going to be a lot. It seems now that the Pit Ponies are going to do a 5 push into B, where they just have a lone Rube with a ghost who's going to hold this down. Let's just see how this goes out. I think Rube's getting them all here.
Big aggression here on opposite sides of the map. But there is one player anchored. You think he gets them all?
He's starting Boathouse. It's doable. This is a very close angle. 2 headshots.
One.
I told him.
Oh my days. It's gonna one is good though. On Eco, that's really good. That's what you want. And there's still space for an Eco retake here. LGPH will get the spike down. Mitch ready with a...
He flashed his teammate.
Oh my days.
Unfortunate.
No, that swarm grenade. Oh, Rascal. Rascal shoots the swarm grenade just in time. Mitch gets tickled a little bit by the fragment. Does take Chew out with a headshot in revenge. Rascal finds Mitch. KYCA out in lobby. Rascal pushing lobby to try and find another kill. Spike is ticking down faster and faster here with Penguin still on site. Bulldog in hand. LJPH at the one way. Don't think Rascal's going to get quite as many kills this time.
No, it's doable though. A0, if he went for it, never mind. Look who's sat there in B main waiting for him. It's none other than KYCA on that KO. He's got the angle. Andrew gets off site, but unfortunately, A0 isn't going to be able to keep that gun. And he's going to lose the Guardian. However, they still managed to save with some good weapons. And that is actually a very, very good eco for the side of the Puffins. Now, to be able to take down 2 guns that are going to be taken into this bonus, it does mean now that the Pit Ponies are going to have to invest into this, and it's going to cause some problems with their economy.
Yeah, taking a look at the economy, it does look like the Pit Ponies have saving quite a bit here. Egg the Tricks hasn't even bought a gun, but has bought a full shield. That's Sheriff, okay. What do you think about people that buy full shields and don't buy guns?
So that is what I call a hero buy. Now, obviously, there's 2 means of hero buy. There's a hero buy buying a Vandal on its own in a thing, or a lot of people call it a glass cannon. Cannon made of glass. That's probably the better way of putting it, but you know, to be a hero, to have that amount of confidence, not as much confidence as Benji Fishy fan had going into that fight. It's quite you know, do or die scenario with only 3 body shots killing you. You're at a big risk. However, considering the fact that if they get headshot, that's 160 to the head and makes no difference anyway, and most of the people are going to go for that headshot.
That's why I don't like it. I think it's a complete waste of the save round. Oh, I love the jumping judge shots there coming in. Chew is still about as well. Chew's had a pretty good run there, but will be taken out. Yeah, I was about to say, had a pretty good run. Might find another one, but not at all. AC are going to try and get this defuse in, but I don't think it's going to happen. The sprays through the wall from Mitch will finish A0 off. Pit Ponies finding 3 in a row now.
That's a great round to find. You know, 3 rounds now in a row. Wait, that is like basic Valorant. Whoopsie daisy. What I was trying to say was 3 rounds and they're going to be forced on that eco. And to be honest, if they win these next 2 rounds, if they win this eco and the next buy, I will expect a timeout to be called.
Yeah, it's probably about time. I mean, the Puffins have got one map in the bag, but if they can secure this one, they can walk through to the finals with no hassle. So they could get some sort of strat together. Definitely harder on defense as Ascent to kind of like have a strat. You just more how you deal with whatever strat the enemy throws at you. But the overwhelm that the Pit Ponies are now throwing at the Puffins does have some counterplay. Whether they can find it or not is a different story. Rube in a corner here, going to try and find a headshot, but Penguin's just too sneaky, gets the wall bang through the Radianite, taking down Rube. Rascal comes in with the Blade Storm, gets spied out by Mitch, who's going to try and wall bang. There is a flash. Rascal taken down very low, finished off by Penguin there. Now Mitch finds another kill with the Odin. Puffins only have 2 players standing. I can't see this retake happening.
It's a beautiful round from the side of the Pit Ponies, not losing a single person here, and managing to get these picks, which will contribute to the ult economy, which when we have a look soon, there it is. We are 2 away from the Killjoy ult on the side of the Pit Ponies, one away from that Jet Knives, 2 away from the Sober Roll, and 5 away from that KO ult. On the side of the Puffins, we've got 4 away from Killjoy, 3 away from KO, 2 away from Sova. Oh my god, this is a remembering game now. And 1 off that Omen. That is quite a difference, you know? They can start building this momentum, and they need to win this buy round, otherwise it's not going to look very good for the side of the Puffins. Oh, and speaking of the Puffins...
Really, really good push there from Chew. Putting the Puffins back on the back foot. Having to do another retake. Spike in a sneaky little spot right beneath Heaven, but there's... Oh, the recon dart was so good, but I think that might have been a double wall bang, or maybe they just got out of the way. Maybe LJPH just managed to get out of the way of that, but yeah, they are still standing. Penguin finds Rascal, LJPH gets one of their own, Egner finds another, and it's just A0 who does find a headshot, but it might not be enough when there's 3 players, but those 2 were looking good to start with. It's very hard to find the next 3, of course.
Yeah, I must admit, that was quite scary. You know, sat right there, and what can you really get from that, though? Other than the plan, of course, and a kill, but, you know... I've completely lost myself, sorry.
It's okay. I mean, it's a very different playstyle to be like an extremely aggressive, high-fragging Neon. Then moving on to an Omen in a game with no other controllers, you kind of have to play extremely differently, don't you?
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, like what the pit ponies are doing here is, you know, they're pushing in 5 and they're going fast, and Egner,
oh my days,
actual op has just killed his own. If I was Andrew there, I would be quite upset, I must admit. Oh, never mind.
Days.
KYCA has done a favor and taken it for the team, but Chew is gonna flash this. Brother is, you know, high nooning somewhere in the world. Oh no, Benji Fishy fan's good for 1 here, right? No, playing safe.
I can't believe Chew was good for 1. That was crazy. Really, really good there getting that headshot. Egner gets one of them their own. Rascal does drop. 2 players for the Puffins to do a 2v3 1 player for the Puffin to do a 1v3 retake with just a Sheriff, and has now also been spied out by the Recon Bolt. It's not looking good.
No, it's not looking good. I will not, you know, something I will have to agree with you there. It is looking extremely dangerous. 6 rounds in a row. They're going to have to time out here, surely, right? Come on, timeout. Really? You're going to keep going?
Wow.
Wow.
You get 2 timeouts per half?
One
timeout per half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite...
I thought they'd already taken one, but because they should have, but they haven't. It's like that's the thing. Because they should have, I thought they had, but they haven't.
No, not at all. I wonder what they're cooking. Maybe they're feeling confident with this.
Mate,
it looks like they are forcing into the round, though.
Yeah, they're cooking an op. There's op crutch. Rascal's going to try and get this 1 kill. Does get the early kill. Very, very important. Won't be traded. So yeah, using the op crutch does actually get them an early advantage in this round. If they can like spin off the back of a victory here, they can actually equalize this entire half. And unfortunately, Rascal won't be able to get the second op kill, so that's a lot of money on the floor. And there's 1 body from each team on the floor too, so it's back 2 bodies on the floor for Pit Pony, so the Puffins are back in the lead.
To be honest, that is quite a catastrophe to happen, especially, you know, again, that 6 rounds up. Now, even though it might only be 6-1, you know, an operator on the side of the silly Rascal himself is going to be a bit of a problem, I must admit.
Oh, that was lovely. That was really nice. Jumping off Heaven and still managed to get a recon dart in the tree. Benji Fish trying to find their heads there, but we'll have to step back. Gotta remember you're defending. You already have the advantage. Just keep a hold of it. If you can, don't look for any 1v whatevers. Try and go 2, 3v if possible. But the push is about to come into B.
Flash out. There looks like they are going to commit here. LJPH is going to use that Omen ult to get onto site. They're now going to have to take this plant, and it's going to be a 3v4 retake. Very doable, along with a Killjoy ult they have. Chew is going to pop this ult now. Spikes down, and can they hold it?
Yeah, having... that null command there, yeah, just very, very good for the retake. Benji Fish finds 2. KYCA's got to absolutely pop off here, but will be popped himself instead. There we go, and didn't even need the lockdown. The null command was enough for that, man. It just sent them back to the site, to the back of the site with just guns in hand. Finally, the Puffins get around to the board. Let's see how many more they can get in this half. They're going to be aiming for an equal half. Judging by their play, last map, they can definitely do it. But what's going to be their strat? Are they going to stay calm, or are they going to go back to the crazy defensive aggression that we've seen from them before?
Yeah, they're just going to get the op, to be honest. The op's going to come out. Whatever happens, the answer's operator. Rascal's going to be good for one.
Oof. With 5 people pushing A, though, that op's going to find nothing in mid. When it re-peaks onto A main, it might find one, but it's quite easy to trade when there's 5 of you there. There's a paranoia sent out from Dice, forcing the aggression down a little bit. LBGBH finds that kill onto A0.
TP is now on site, and a retake is going to come through. LGBH is going to plant the spike, and they're going to do that same plant. It's very spammable, a very good location where they can play a crossfire from main and hell.
The op is smoked off as well, so this could just be getting dropped on the floor. It is. Rascal hits them in the head. Silly little Rascal getting the good kills. Benji drops as well. Pit Ponies back in action. Yep, the Puffins can't do it. They need their economy to move forward in this half, so it will be 7 for the Pit Ponies.
To be fair, it looked quite... Oh, LGBH doesn't check, I'm sure. Oh, that was scary.
Chew.
Oh,
Penguins here, hungry. No, I thought they were going to push spawn there, try and finish Chew off, but... Are they? No, KYCA, no! Billy. You silly rascals.
Yeah,
Penguin. I mean, Penguin finds the last kill, but for what cost?
I'll tell you what, his mate. His mate is, unfortunately walked into Spike like a silly Billy. They've secured the round though, so... No orb. That's for sure, no orb. But it looks like Mitch does have his Killjoy ult. A lot of good ults for the attacking side here, whereas the defense, they only have a Killjoy ult to work with, along with a Omen ult.
We need to see a lockdown if you want to see another one in this half. It's getting close to impossible to get 2 lockdowns in this half if you don't drop it right now. There is 2 on board as well, so we might get that lovely situation where you get the double lockdown. Big fan of that. Big fan of the double lockdown. As well as the double Viper's Pit. No Viper tonight, but maybe on Ascent. Sorry, maybe on Sunset. Probably not, though.
No, there's no way they're running Viper on in Sunset.
It's just going to be more Omens, isn't it? Omen all night. I love it.
They're going to nerf him soon. He's going to be bad. I can't wait until that happens.
Stop
As much as I love Omen, I want to see some Astra. But speaking of Omen, Omen's just going to be fighting for his life. A0. Managing to get a lot. That's going to be a lifeline for the Puffins. Never mind, Rascal. Never mind. I'm just caster cursing left, right, and center. Rascal, 1v2.
This is so doable. No dash, but 1 kill will lead to the dash. There you go. That is going to be such an easy kill. Absolutely no idea that Rascal's got here. Oh my days! Just too hyper-focused on the one lone player. And Mitch is ready there, yeah. Could have just shot through the Radiant Knight box. It is extremely wall-bangable, but unfortunately
you saw his cape for so long.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate. Maybe his color settings are weird, so he didn't see it. But, you know...
I think it's just a case of hyper-focus. You see the target and you make the target your focus and forget about clearing other things. I mean, I do that all the time.
I hate when that happens. Overthinking is actually your worst enemy.
Yeah, it's kind of true. It's about training reflexes, isn't it, more than anything? Lockdown does go down. Recon dart gets spied. Are they going to be able to...
like specific ult locations. This is quite dangerous, I must admit. But it does leave a big gap on site, I'm pretty sure, on the side of B. Oh, but Rascal is going to find Penguin through the smoke. Trades. No trades, sorry. No, I lied. Trades. Yes, trades. LGBH is the man on the stairs. Finds a lot.
Oh, no.
Oh, Mitch's lurk is perfect. And Puffins TPing towards A. Holy moly. What can you say, eh?
Yeah, it's going to be a... 2 players defending this spike down. Well, Rascal runs across the map for another 1v2 retake. See if Rascal could do something else. There isn't a dash in hand again. Location has been revealed. Massively given away here. Time is running out. It needs to be 2 extremely fast kills, but they're just playing it so slow, aren't they? Yeah, what can you do?
They're very disciplined now. Rascal's just going to have to walk into main and get some kills, to be honest. He's going to try and isolate a 1v1, but he's not even going to give it to him. LJPH is sat around the corner. That is a very, very good play from LJPH. Okay, Mitch. Right, bud. Cheers for that, mate.
Pit Ponies are online, though. They didn't look too warmed up last round until the last few of the rounds. Maybe the last 4 rounds or so, just before they lost it. But now they're coming in hot, putting the Puffins on the back foot, showing that they really are the top dogs. The underdogs, though, haven't given up yet. And if they do lose this map, will go through to sunset and they'll have a chance to reassert themselves.
To be honest, we did just see an amazing 9-3 comeback attempt. Can we see it from the opposite side? Puffins, you need to come in strong here.
You know what? It would be good to see the Puffins get up to 3 and see the reverse situation and see how they handle it. I'm a big fan of that suggestion. Bladestorm is out for Rascal. Hasn't managed to find anything. About to peek mid, but it's completely empty. The rotation is going through attacker spawn. Mitch still making noise over on B. Going to throw a swarm grenade out. It's kind of a slightly obvious fake, so I would like to see some people rotating, considering there's been no other util dumped on B. They are starting to watch mid, but they'll only catch Mitch, if anything, because the rest of the players are already in A lobby, and they might just be approaching a singular player on A.
With the A site now on a short hold, it looks like that duo of Benji Fishy Fan and Rube are going to hold this down. But how can they do it? The XX good. Dart. Paranoia's in. But are they aware that... Oh, Benji Fishy Fan is sat in the smoke. The smoke's got a little gap. This is a dangerous smoke. Benji Fishy Man could swing out. He's definitely going to swing out as soon as the tap's there. He's on site.
Oh, my
He has no
days.
idea. Barrel, stick through the smoke. That duo that I was talking about is winning the Puffins the round. But... Oh, no.
Chewy. I love it. That was a really, really good camp there. Mitch couldn't even get the flick. The Sheriff can be slow sometimes, but if the opponent is slow too, you will get the kill. LJPH finds 2, though, really nice. And I don't know if, again, Rascal's going to be able to do this, but it is possible. Rascal's very, very low. Egner held back by the smoke. Yeah, it's actually going to happen. There's nothing Egner can do to stop this. Wow.
That's unfortunate. That was a good retake, though. I must admit that the duo did just save them. Rube and Benji Fishy. They might be on the bottom of the leaderboard, but their impact frags have actually won them both rounds.
Yeah, that is really good. They want us to see what we want to see, which is that 9-3. So fingers crossed they get another one in the bag. Could be a really interesting second half where we see the reverse of the last map. But either way, or not either way. If the Pit Ponies take it, we're going to sunset. Not either way. If the Puffins take it, it's all over and they're heading to the finals.
Let's just see if they can. This would be a hell of a comeback to pull.
Yeah, and an amazing way to make it all the way through to the finals from a comeback, but it is going to be very difficult. Just ego peeking the turret, taking about 18 damage.
Oh, what a setup.
Wow. It's not often the KJ setup works, but it does for Benji there.
Benji Fishy Fan now is going to actually use that setup and utilize it. Rube is going to use that spray. Everyone knows that Ascent is a plastic map when it comes to spray, but it's not going to be good enough. They might get this. Defender, sorry, Benji Fishy Fan has used the ult, but it looks like there's no one near, and they can't break it. 9-3 half it is for the side of the Puffins. And Rube trying to do what Egner did and get a team kill. Lovely stuff.
9-3 into the second half. We wanted to see it. We are treated with this. Puffins on attack. Benji's already put a... was going to play a Sheriff, but switches back to the Ghost. I was going to say, might want some util with that Sheriff, Benji, just in case you do actually get the spike down.
You know, he thought he was playing ranked for a minute. He definitely, you know, he just presses B and goes straight to his Sheriff, realizes, uh-oh, I'm in well 5 semi-finals against the Pit Ponies. Best not buy that Sheriff. What do you think of that half then?
I thought that was phenomenal. Yeah, I just think the Puffins had managed to find a few cracks, but they didn't really manage to dig into them. So hopefully they can find more on the attacking side. Like you said, 9-3 is a very common scoreline on Ascent, and 9-3 comebacks are also reasonably common too. But with the Pit Ponies pushing out that early, we are actually seeing quite a similar reverse to the last match. It was it was the Puffins that pushed ahead of their lead in the second half in the last match, but the Pit Ponies are doing the same, getting that early aggression, trying to really solidify into the double digits early on in the second half, and it's probably going to work for them unless the Puffins can pull something crazy out the bag.
Yeah, LGPH is going to be good for one, though. Just got a word from this KO that, you know, the knife comes up back. Oh, the flash is good, and Ruben is going to take down KO. Base Zero now coming down to Egner finding Chew. Well, how long could it be good for?
Recon bolt is destroyed there. Egner stuck inside the smoke. Ruby is going to get the smoke down, the spike down.
You know, the retake is actually very, very doable here. Yeah, the pistol retake is strong, but Rube isn't going to be able to do anything. The retake comes through, and it was very doable. Like I said, 3v2, and that's what happened.
Spike defused, 10-3 for the Pit Ponies. Pit Ponies?
Whoa!
They're no.
Report him.
It's not a fake
Ain't
region.
no
It's
way.
Pembrokeshire's a genuine region. Pit Ponies.
Pembrokeshire that is outrageous. To be honest with you, though, that was actually a very, very doable retake, I must admit.
Yeah, and off the back of that, getting into double digits, I'm pretty sure the Pit Ponies will dig their heels in and keep steamrolling forward. Yeah, so Sunset's looking very, very likely right now. Huge reveal there, but doesn't actually get much off the back of it. Loads of aggression here from the Puffins. Mitch forced back to Boathouse, chased down here with the force by Stingers pushing towards Mitch. No way the Stingers pull through. Mitch actually finds Chew, so that is a big kill there, holding them back. But of course, with that Guardian drop, there's some extra firepower in the hands of the Puffins when the Pit Ponies try and do the retake.
You know, KOICA here, and it's so crucial, that flash over there. Over there, over the roof of Penguin's good for one. Roof. The force is going to come through, though. I'm just going to completely forget what I'm talking about. And the spray is going to come through this wall here.
Last player standing.
And LGPH, the retake is good. That was probably the lifeline of Puffins. They needed to win that round. They had completely forced into that, and the Pit Ponies has just shut them down, which means they are most likely going to finish this game with a bad economy. And there's the Sneaky Bear. Love the observing here to find the sneaky map details.
Oh, I think Korriban knows where every single bear's located in the entire Valorant universe.
He's probably just the ultimate bear hunter at this point.
We found
Yeah.
we were exploring the new map Abyss the other day, and we found these fish in a tank, and I think they're like
Oh, there's another one. Look at him go.
Thrash babies.
Oh wow, fair play. That's actually insane.
Yeah, check it out if you get a chance. Go find the fish tanks in Abyss, and there's like, I think they're baby Thrash.
But to be fair, like Abyss has got loads of like skin lines and stuff in cases, if you didn't realize.
Yeah, skin lore maybe even. There's like little bits of like, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a tree. There's the Gaia's tree from the Tree Vandal. There's loads of cool things, but this not as cool as this crossfire in mid.
Yeah, this could be cool. Could be so lethal.
Oh, pick his found from A0.
That was a good flash until they didn't push fast enough. It seemed it was an effective location, but yeah, it seems a little bit slow to catch up with the distance that the flash travelled. Unfortunately, losing players there, but Pit Ponies are down to 2. All in all, with Puffins sitting on 4, this will be their first round in the second half if they can just protect this spike a little bit longer.
As long as the spike stays protected, nothing can go wrong, right?
Yeah. I think that's generally how tactical shooters go.
Well, they could lose all their weapons. To be fair, Bigfoot, mate. They could lose all their weapons.
Oh yeah, well that definitely counts as going wrong. Yeah, you can protect the spike and lose your lives. I guess that counts as going wrong. So yeah.
So then they're gonna go back
they
into
have
that
lost.
round with the sent him there, you know, just flash mid, but Rube might swing him. The crosshair placement isn't good, but the strafe to the far right-hand side of KYCA's screen is. Look at that bait. Was gonna give him the Vandal, said, nope, give me that. Have this bloody Bulldog instead. Fair play.
The pit pony's saving. No.
They have no choice. Look at their economy. They cannot.
They can force a little bit.
Wow.
They can. No, yeah, it's a save enough to buy next round. Yeah, they could force a little bit harder if they really wanted, but they just want to get their Vandals back on the board. But with the Puffins having a guide and a Bulldog, a force from the Pit Ponies might actually take them to 12 right now, but definitely a little bit more sensible to play safe. Oh my days, the Stinger.
Yeah.
See, if that wasn't a Stinger, mate, that might have got a kill.
That would have. You are right. That actually might have gotten kill, and the attack is deadly.
This is great.
Puffins now. Oh no.
Yes. Don't buy a gun when you can get them for free, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, quite literally. You know. Well, I mean, it did cost his health. To be fair, mate.
Yeah, quite a lot of health as well.
So
it was
maybe it was
105 HP. That's crazy.
That is actually quite crazy. Fair play. You know. Good kill. Good info. And it is coming down to the wire here as a 3v3 retake is enforced. Wherever the guns are quite good for people, though, Rascal is going to try and find a kill. Penguin swing and a miss. Going back onto site now to play together. Oh, they know where Rascal is. Rascal's going to be quick scoped. Hello, Call of Duty. That was a crazy shot from Egner. Rube now holding these angles. Their time is ticking. They need...
Oh my days, the kills are coming thick and fast there. No, and it will be cleaned up. There's barely any time to defuse the spike anyway, and Pit Ponies get dropped, Puffins get up to 5, and another attempt at a comeback. This is like, aside from the rounds of the first half, the scoreline and the second half are exactly the same as the previous game in reverse. So this is really, really interesting. And as you said last game, we've got a match on our hands tonight. Would love to get it to sunset, but it would be phenomenal to see the Puffins make this comeback happen.
To be fair, I've just been sent. I thought someone was knocking on my door, but it's actually the guy next door who's banging away with a hammer, so I've just instantly muted. Apologies for that, but
okay.
My next door neighbour is throwing the Esports Wales cast. Hashtag L neighbour for banging away with a hammer.
Get smells in the chat for Lendoth's neighbour.
Can we get some else in the chat? That neighbour guy, bloody working on his workbench, and L shot from Penguin. Sorry. I didn't know how to transition into that there. I won't lie. To be fair, that was a very doable, very good round from the side of the Pit Ponies. Managed to get some guns. But now they're going to have to find something out of this. Flash, blind, coming down onto site. Did they know that there's a Rascal already on site?
Oh, my days.
Oh, but they know there's A0. Rascal tries to trade.
Oh, my days. Oh, my days.
One more now for the ace. Penguin
Calm
misses.
down, Mitch. Calm
and
down.
There's the ace. Fair play to him. Honestly, fair play to Mitch. Odin lurk, and now Odin ace. Fair play.
Yeah, and of course, with the Puffins getting a supreme clutch and an ace last round, Mitch is going to be very happy with that. On match point, can't see this not going to sunset. It might even be over this round. But there is 3 ultimates on the board for the Puffins.
You know, you come for the best and you best not miss. This is... Rube is just... He's speechless. Look at him. He's AFK. Oh, he's back. Welcome back, Rube.
He hasn't given up just yet. No, he ain't giving up just yet.
So he's doing something. A0 now. Pressure in A main. Pit Ponies know that there's nothing that could be done in A main. Rascal. Oh, look at this slimy Rascal has walked through tree and timing, but is Egner going to be aware of this? Egner, mate, turn around. Turn around, Egner. Egner, turn around. Turn around! Oh, he's dead.
It's too late. And right at the same millisecond, Chu takes down KYCA. So, Pit Ponies drop down to 3 players. LJPH making this aggression out of A, but has now got a full Behind him, all 3 players right behind him. Shock dot sent his way as well. Hasn't actually been tickled. Does gets a little tickle there. Not a lot, but yeah. Paranoia could be clutch.
This paranoia is crazy. The TP as well. Do they expect
No
it? No,
way.
he doesn't.
No way.
Oh, he was good for 2 there, but unfortunate. Mitch now. We saw him just get an ace just then, but can he close this out for them? Rascal, he's no Rascal. He's not going to...
Oh.
He is going to swing into that. My fault. Sorry, Rascal. Didn't know you were chill like that. Won't do it again.
That was a crazy swing. Of course, there was a tiny break in the Odin spray that baited the swing, and it could have been a quick headshot from Mitch, but... What are you slurping on?
You can hear that? Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
My days, mate.
I'm so sorry. I'm out of like my... Oh, this is... You know, when I say, you know, the content creator side of me, you don't know how hard it is. Like, to the people that's watching this, you have no idea how hard this is to keep speaking. Oh my goodness me.
I remember your first season, you were finishing the evenings with a very, very sore throat, I remember.
Oh my god, I remember that. Well,
It's
luckily...
a muscle. Like, the throat's a muscle. Every cast will get easier.
Yeah, to be fair, I've never really done like a longer one. This one's quite hard.
My longest was 8.5 hours overnight for America. I'll never do it again.
Wow. But...
Oh my god! Let's go. That is a shot and a half. Benji drops down, deleted from the lobby. The comeback is over off the back of that one bullet. Maybe.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I think
Benji's going 5 and 50.
I think the mental's gone.
He wasn't contributing.
The mental's gone.
Really...
Surely.
No, they won.
No,
they
the mental is not gone. The mental is as high as it's ever been for the Puffins, who do not care that their players can get deleted like that. They keep marching forward and get the spike down. Rascal still hunting for a player, but will be shot.
Rascal's trolled. Rascal's trolled. Rascal's trolled. Rascal's.
Penguin.
Rascal's trolled. Crazy round, but that was silly Billy behavior.
Really?
Holy moly, what a game.
Yeah, really good game.
That was a great game. Good. You know, see what I mean with the mental? Great clapback from the Pit Ponies, to be honest. You know, they get dealt an awful set of cards. They take it and they go, you know what? Let's go again. And they come back and they come back swinging. Come to the best, you best not miss. That's literally what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it again if the Pit Ponies win. Because they look like the best team in this series. And I'm quite looking forward, if they do go through tonight, to see them against the Wolfhounds.
That would be a crazy final. Possibly more of a exciting final than Puffins versus the Wolfhounds. But, of course, having an underdog victory would be phenomenal as well. So I've got my fingers crossed for both teams here. I'm just happy to see however it goes for Sunset. Whatever happens, the finals are going to be interesting. But I do think you're right. I think the most intense final will be with the Wolfhounds and the Pit Ponies. We just got the data in from that match. Very, very good game from LJPH. We were talking about last game taking a little while to warm up. Didn't have many kills to start off with, etc. But this game, 22 kills, ACS of 293, 10 assists as well, and only 13 deaths, and 11 plants. Wow.
He's only died... Wait, no, sorry. Who won? That's wrong from me then, my fault. But Rube only died every single time they lost a round, apart from one. So he's been alive for every round he's won. That's very good from Rube. But to be honest, you know, that was a quite... I talk about Sentinels. That is a very Sentinel-dependent map, in my opinion. Your Sentinel needs to be on the top game, because the lurk can come through cut rotations and stuff like that. And unfortunately, Benji Fishy Fan just didn't find his foot in that game. But it's okay, as long as he can reset and play it better. We should be good.
Okay, a little bit longer, maybe a little bit longer break this time, maybe 5 minutes, but we'll be back in about 5 minutes with the final match of the night to see who is going through to the finals next week. Take it easy. Welcome
Huzzah.
back, everybody. Huzzah! Indeed, we're going through to the third map. It's what we wanted to see at the start, and it's what we
Good
get.
tomfoolery.
A lot of tomfoolery going on here.
Amen.
Amen,
My brother.
indeed. Praise the Lord indeed. Lendoth.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
That is Lord Lendoth. That's true. That's true. I'm excited for this, to be fair. I'm actually very excited for this. That last game. Now, when I said Ascent was a sleeper map, I didn't actually mean it, you know? Like, that was quite a fun game, but...
Yeah.
Oh, it's you know...
Ascent can be enjoyable, mate. Like, it depends what happens. When it's really, really, really by the book, I know what you're saying, man. It gets so tedious. But as soon as people start to throw curveballs and stuff, it's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
There was
100%.
curveballs thrown that round. Some really, really interesting, like, kills or, like, multi-kills that, like from one player that switched around. So, round.
Round. Yeah, well, you know, the gap on, the gap from attack to defense was nearly as big as my forehead. You know, that was a 9-3 half again.
Bro,
so it was
you're talking to the UK's biggest forehead here. What are you talking about?
Wait, I'm actually honored.
Yeah,
You know,
look.
maybe we just get this.
Look at that.
Maybe just. Oh wow, that's a forehead.
5.
That's a fod. 5 fingers.
5 head.
Yeah, I'm also 5 fingers.
I think
to
you
be
can
fair.
actually, yeah. But you got smaller
Yeah.
fingers.
True. You are Bigfoot, to be fair. I'm sure you're not size 12. You're size like 30 at least. But
Oh, this just in. Breaking news.
I did that already.
I just turned my monitor off by bashing my table. Anyway, Wolfhounds 2-0, man. Really close on Haven, 13-11. Nearly as close on Lotus, 13-8. But the Wolfhounds have taken it. We will see them in the final next week. That was against the Pirates. GG Pirates, you did the best. That's a really solid attempt there, getting 19 rounds on the board in 2 games. But we'll see you next season as the Wolfhounds take it through to the final. So as we move into
Actually,
Sunset...
sir, I don't believe that's true. I believe we will see a 3rd place game.
Sorry, we will. I forget the format. Apologies. I'm not Esports Wales enough. You've got too much Esports Wales blood in you. You tell them how it goes.
Yeah, so they will be the loser of this will go on to play the Pirates for a 3rd place. You know, coming back to this side, Benji Fishy fan back on Benji Fishy. Cypher. Having a look at this. No, this will be quite a good map, I must admit. Now, this is very... there's the Neon. There's that dreaded Neon we were all talking about, but Neon is back and pretty much running the same comp as we saw on Haven, apart from no Rays. I believe it was Jets, if I'm mistaken. Or it might have been Rays. However...
There was no raise. No, there was a raise. I can check it out.
I thought so.
I do actually have a record. So Penguin was on Jet last game, and Rascal was on Rays, and Penguin was on Jet in the game before.
There we go. Well, coming here now, we've got the most retakey map in a way, and starting on defense here is very, very good for the side of the Puffins. They will want defense here, to be honest, and defense will probably, you know, just play retake, and as long as you have set retakes in place, nothing can go wrong. Now, it's quite interesting that they don't have a breach, nor do they have a KO. A KO and a breach works wonders on this map, I must admit. Sorry, they do have a breach. The pit ponies have a breach, but there's no KO on any side. The KO is very good for shutting down that utility. That's very helpful in the post plan.
Yeah, really, really good for this map.
We're going to go down, and Korriban's going to take us somewhere. Oh, this is where Wingman sacrificed himself. Shout out
This
Wingman,
is the
to be honest.
law.
Yeah, they revealed that. Wow, that is a year ago. This was last year at Champs, and now we're about to go into the next Champs. And this is where... Yeah.
It's crazy how fast it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, man. That is actually... I was sat there looking at the Valorant leaderboard, the Esports leaderboard, and I'm like, wow, it's only been a year since last VCT, so Fnatic Prime, and they've been right this season. It's upsetting.
But yeah, speaking of going fast, the pit ponies are probably going to try and secure this map as fast as possible. Penguin marching forwards, especially in the pistol round. The aggression is crazy. Oh, the drone, the fake clone does get ignored, but Rube's still stuck in this corner here trying to find something. Will not find anything as Egner sprays down with the frenzy. Benji tries to find things through the smoke, but can't. Ace 0. Oh my days. Neon is back in the lobby. Very low health for Ace right now, though, as KYCA takes down Chew. Ace gets a 3rd and is just going to run away.
Or is he? He's
Yeah, he's just teasing, isn't he? Yeah. This is
Yeah,
great.
he's-
Imagine, and it's not going to happen on 14 HP, but those 3 kills so far were so good. It would have been phenomenal to see an ace from Zero there, but maybe a little bit later we'll see some of that come through as Pit Ponies do take the first round. Exactly what they wanted to do. They want to steamroll forward. At the very least, they want to get a good lead in this first half, if not like 10, 11, 12 points.
Yeah, that was a great first round, I must admit. It's a team ace, so everyone got theirs. To be fair, they did get theirs, and it looks like Ace Hero is the only one to get his. Now, playing 3 games in a row could seem a bit, heavy. So maybe they're experiencing a bit of mental fatigue after playing 2 games, or maybe they've played a lot today already. But Penguin is just going to open this out. Going to get traded out by Kaiser. Oh, LJP. Oh, rude.
Days.
Right click on site. Okay,
2 classic kills from Ruby. Now managed to pick up a gun, but shoots the clone in the face and gets shot in the face back by KYCA, and Egner, who's still standing, was not the clone, will get the spike down.
That was a very good clone to send him in the way, and Benji Fishy Fan is not going to be able to react to this in time. Stun comes in, and Benji Fishy Fan is down, unfortunately.
Yeah, honestly, it's not that often we see clones do much, is it? Like, realistically. Sometimes their strongest use is just noise, right? Like, when we saw the clone get sent into sewers earlier on, it made it look like there was a push into sewers. But people actually rarely shoot the clone in the higher tiers, and that was a good example of one being a little bit confusing. Really, really good clone.
Yeah, most of the time, obviously, if you shoot the clone, it gives the enemies info on where you are. A crazy clip I saw from some scrims, because Breeze is out, a Team Heretics player. Speaking of Team Heretics fan is going to get the kill. But they revealed some scrims for some tier 1 scrims, and what they would do is they'd fake Yoru clone out of on Breeze to try and fake him out. And it did work, because some teams just don't shoot the clone because they don't want to give him that info, you know what I mean?
Oh, so they were sending a real player out. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see more of that in the leagues that I cast, to be honest. But I generally only get that juicy food on YouTube content.
Hey, man. Shout out content creators.
Yeah, shout out Zip Tie.
Oh, that's actually insane. Zip Tie. What a reference. That guy's got... That's the king of, like...
Hippos.
Yeah, true.
The Hippo King himself. LJPH does try and tap the spike there. Only a Sheriff in hand. The retake's happening before the spike even goes down here, so this is not an ideal situation for the Pit Ponies. They might be handing a round back over. Spike gets dropped. KYCA's last player standing does find one. Little bit of tickle done to the other players. Can actually clean up this lobby with the right shots.
You know, they're going to run into a 3-man swing here, but if he can isolate it like he did there, that was so doable. That was so doable. And I was just about to say, they're all, even though they're all stood together, they're isolatable. Benji Fishy Fan stood right in the open, and if he just went out slower, he could have seen his arm. But great attempt from KYCA there. But this looks like we're gonna have a game on our hands, as looks to be a lot closer.
You know what? I think in most of the other parallel universes, I think KYCA actually got that. I think this was the universe where the crazy happened, because it just looked like they were just so lined up at that last minute.
Oh yeah,
for the collateral kill, but yeah.
This Bigfoot's just activated his time stone. He's just sat on top of the rock and done the Strange thing where he's looking in every universe. And unfortunately, the one where they win was the one where KYCA misses that. Stun comes out on site now. And what did I tell you at the start of the game? Retake simulator.
Yeah, it really is. And your favourite squad, the Sentinels, have showed us when Sunset first came into pro play just how important and how easy this map can be when you've got retake potential. But if they're attackers, if Penguin is that good at clicking heads, doesn't matter what your retake plan is. There we go. Penguin almost getting an ace to get another round on the board for the Pit Ponies. Please? Sorry, what? Oh, sorry. Is Sentinels not your favourite team?
I mean, I think the flag in the background was quite the giveaway, no?
we nearly had you converted when they won, though, didn't we? You at least had a little
chance. I was rooting for Gen G.
Okay, but you at least said it was impressive or something. I'm sure you conceded that it was good at the very least.
Yeah, it was all right. It was
not enough to convert the heathen.
You know, if they brought Shroud back, then maybe. I was a big Shroud fanboy, always
Oh,
will be.
no.
I've got the Shroud mouse, but bring him back and we'll see what happens.
They actually ruined his career by putting him on Viper, but yeah. Retake
Yeah.
Simulator restarted. Oh no, Benji's still on site.
Oh,
but,
yikes. Oh,
but
no,
it
Josh.
doesn't matter because
Oh,
he doesn't
that's a
have
dog.
any
Sorry.
sight.
Sorry.
Oh my days.
Oh, I've just doxed him heavy.
Yeah.
Whoops a
okay.
daisy. Yep, just don't
Oh my days. Mitch completely stunned to bits. Whilst LJPH shoots down Ace Zero without any fear, and KYCA, beautiful peek there, taking down Chew. Puffins only have Rascal standing now, who's about to get hit through the wall or by the market push, and yeah, it will be Penguin finishing up. Penguin's kill count's going up a second. Wait there, let's see. Penguin's on 7, yeah, and KYCA's on 8. They're doing really good. There's a Showstopper online and a Rolling Thunder.
4-1 now to the Pit Ponies, and you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, frick the peace sign. The hell is going to rain down on you, and that's exactly what the Pit Ponies have done.
Bars.
Bars. That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying,
I'm
bro!
saying.
That's literally what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
I want to see these free ultimates go. There we go.
And
Showstopper
there's one.
starts,
Well,
bouncing
this isn't
through,
bad.
but now the Rolling Thunder takes out Penguin as well. Oh no, wait, Penguin shoots it and takes down Ace. This is beautiful, completely stunned off the back of the Rolling
Very
Thunder.
cinematic as
And
well.
still gets the kill. Oh, Korriban, best up openers of
Spike
EU.
planted.
This guy. Rascal. We've seen him
Oh,
time
my
to
days.
time again, but LJPH gonna put him down. And they're gonna put all of them down. Benji Fishy Fan.
No way.
Very good 2 picks to find. Knows Mitch is mid. Alright, that's info on 2 people. And the stun, you know that where all 3 of them are. Mitch is gonna go all the way around. He has no idea.
Cypher mind games versus Cypher mind games, isn't it? He
Yeah.
has no idea, does he? He expects it, but then Mitch comes back, so it's funny as all hell. Oh my days. Good night, mate. Have a nice sleep. Sweet dreams.
Shout out
On
to
to
the
the
frog.
onto the 7th round we go. Pit Ponies galloping ahead here. Puffins. Puffins haven't quite fledged from their nest.
Well, to be fair, this nest is just... I told you that the Pit Ponies and the great, interesting mind of LJPH is a sight to behold, is it not?
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, you spent a bunch of hours being led by LGBH yourself.
No, I've never been led by the guy, as much as an honor that would be. But you do see in his stream him like going through the VODs, having a look how it goes, seeing how he plays, and I've seen him in.
Oh my days! Nice combo attempt, but Rascal's too quick.
Well, that was an interesting attempt to say the least. But you know, I see him on the Prac website where all the teams will go to train, and I see their team quite often, so I know that they're putting in the work. So coming into this cast, it's always good to cast these games, everyone's games to be honest, because I do like showcasing just what talent lies ahead in the tier 4 Valorant scene.
Well, if people don't quit and they believe in their dreams, someone from Esports Wales from the past few seasons or this season can maybe make it through to, VCT champions one day. Anything's possible. Believe in your dreams and you can make it so. Got a quick question for you though, mate. What is this website, Prax? I know what you're talking about. Educate me and the viewers if it's a website that can help your gameplay.
So it doesn't help your gameplay exactly. Prac is the term used for scrims. Prac.com. It's a website where teams will sign up and they'll book practice games against them.
Nice.
So that's what it is, and that's what everyone uses.
So easy. It's just like a scrim forum, scrim community. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sick.
Quite a good round now. Pit Ponies are still galloping away from this, as you were saying. It doesn't look like that the Puffins are really had a chat or had a discussion about what they did this. It could just be a lot of frustration, to be honest, especially after what we saw on the first map.
I want to see Ace Zero buy a Bucky and full shield. Half shield will do, mate. I'm rather full. Get the ult. Get a sliding kill. Get the ult, and then get an ace.
You think that's what will happen?
No, it's what I want. It's what I want to happen.
Oh, we'll have to see. We'll just have to see, won't we? they're taking this mid control quite well here. And mid is actually a big part of this map. If you have mid, then, you know, it's quite easy to just ram them down and contain them. But without mid control, it's quite dangerous.
And after taking mid control, they are just going to back off. And they didn't actually have any A lobby controls. They do have to be careful moving forward here. There is an anchor on A. Another one watching the left-hand side there. But they're probably going to push through the right. Does look like the flash there. The flash has gone to the right as they move through the corridor. Completely clear. I think you're right. It's going to be when you talk about retake simulator, you can see the defensive players from the Puffins retreating from the site, just ready to do the retake.
Looks like that's what they're doing. Oh, what a spot to sit in. That is a silly Billy move if I've ever seen one. Ult comes down, trying to be good for one. Rascal is going to be a Rascal with an RPG. Takes him down.
Ooh.
Takes 2 down. Absolutely insane.
Ace.
Zero getting that 3rd. Imagine just sticking this now.
Imagine getting a Bucky kill.
Stick it,
this is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Bucky pulls it out the bag. Wasn't quite the Bucky to Ace combo that I wanted to see, but I'm happy for the Puffins that they got that round on the board, and I'm happy for Ace trading up that Bucky for Phantom. And now economy is starting to pull itself together for the Puffins. Meanwhile, the Pit Ponies are still a little bit loaded. KYCA's got a healthy stash of Bitcoin there. Full armor for everybody. And yeah, Puffins, even though their economy's putting together, they're not spending every dollar they got.
They're indeed not. Now, it's quite interesting, especially with that such a big economy. What exactly can they do here? Now, Pit Ponies, they've managed to be really, really smart with how they played these rounds, taking control. That was just a fluke. No, that was a great retake. But what do you think?
Well, I think Mitch just got a crazy timing into mid. There was 2 players watching mid. They turned around and Mitch just marched into it. And on site, KYCA is absolutely slaughtering it. The ult has came out from Ace Zero, who's been knocked down by LJPH. 2 players standing for the Pit Ponies now going to make this retake. Only 1 left for the Puffins, but there is From the Shadows on board, so there could be a rotate here, a really fast rotate. It's also a little bit sketchy, you know, when you haven't got any information where the enemies are. Where you're teleporting to could look completely safe when you do your 360, but there could be someone just round the corner waiting for your teleport to finish, and bang, you're shot in the head. Let's see what happens with this From the Shadows. Where does he choose to go? Oh, my days. So unlucky. So unlucky. This round might be over.
Yeah, 66 HP in a dream. They know exactly where he is. They know not to pursue him. Their economy probably isn't looking that good either. However, you know, to just close it out, sit there and just wait. That's all you can do. Save that weapon, bring it to the next round, and some amazing close-up footage right now. Let's have a look what we got. You see what I mean? Like, which one's the eyes and which one's the mouth?
They're all eyes, I'm telling you. He doesn't have a mouth because he doesn't eat. He's a shadow wrapped in bandages. What do you think he's eating, man?
Protein shakes? Probably.
No, man. He's got 3 eyes, I swear.
Must do. Honestly, though, great round from the Pit Ponies yet again. I would like to say that this is actually a very defender-sided map, so it's quite a lot of pressure now from the side of Puffins to not get that many rounds.
Yeah, it's pretty tricky for them. They're massively on the back foot. They were on the back foot coming into this, but they managed to find that first map. So the underdogs got an early footing in the fight. But at this last stage, it's ever more important to dig your heels in. Keep that mental, dig down and find what you had in the first map. Or was it a case of LJPH not quite being switched on? Was it not what the Puffins brought to the table, but was the Pit Ponies didn't bring to the table that handed that first map over? Because right now, the Pit Ponies are looking on top, looking very, very fresh.
They didn't bring out JPH, that's what happened. I'm telling you. NG Fishy fan. 11 HP and a dream. Stun. Market control is now on the side of the Pit Ponies, and the retake, 5v5 retake again. Sight, not a lot of util to stop him at all. Benji Fishy fan though, he's aware that someone could be pushing this, but he's going to be put down. LGBH couldn't find anything, but Mitch will find Rube. Puffins is taking control of this retake.
Oh no.
He's going to make it. Oh, what a flash and what a dodge from Rascal. But one bullet. Good night, Rascal. Stop being silly. Egner, great 3K. And just a good stand from main to put that down.
Yeah, they were
clipping it high on.
crazy. He's clipping it. Yeah, just getting that little 3K. They're all free headshots, weren't they, as well?
They were
Actually,
all
maybe
free headshots.
Was even Ace a headshot in the air? Ace was like dashing through the air as well. That's amazing, man. Bouncing through the air, taken down. Okay, so if anything's starting to thin out a little bit, it's probably the Puffins mental. They've came in on the back foot. They've had a good start, but they've been back on the back foot ever since. And they're really struggling to climb this mountain the pit ponies have put up in front of them.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. And, well... that answers your question, mate, to be honest. That literally proves it. Swing and dead. The confidence you can see in both fights from both people. Like, look at the confidence of the pit ponies. They're coming out. Rube's running away. These guys are... The disrespect to just look at the body, to be honest. But as you can see, the plant is going to go down. And there is... Oh, well, at least... Rube landed his one sheriff shot. Claim to fame, 1v3, let's go. Another, through the wall. 1v2, sheriff. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
9-3 again. free 9-3.
10-2.
Free 9-3 games.
Yeah, but no one's actually come back from it, though.
I know.
Not till now.
The 9-3 curse is a very, very silly myth, in my opinion, because... If you look at the data, I'm sure the majority of people that win the first half 9-3 win the second half. So there isn't really such thing, is there? It's more like 9-3 blessing if you get 9, you know?
Well, true, but it wasn't for Sentinels, like, way back at the start.
Yeah. That's kind of what triggered it all, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, really, it wasn't for Sentinels when they got 10-2. They finally broke the 9-3 curse against EG on Bind in America's stage 1. And then they got bloody 10-2 cursed, and EG came back 10-2 down. So,
yeah, it's crazy.
Sentinels just don't help themselves. But you know what does help? This breach ult. Taken into space now. Rube, Odin at hand, Penguin. Oh, Andrew.
Mitchie.
Has his ult going in down. Rascal, down. Rube, another. All of them going down to the ponies, and a 10-2 hearth it is. Now, will they crumble like Sentinels, or will they... Will they catch this? Will they get their name into the finals? What do you think?
I think it's going to be 13-2, mate.
Oh, yeah. 13-2, 100%.
I think it's sad, but I think it's going to be 13-2. Penguin is on fire, man. Those shots were just cold. That showstopper to a follow-up kill. KYCA is absolutely killing it. LJ handling the tactics so well, yet also managing to find a massive amount of kills himself. So... Yeah, very. And even Mitch, the Sentinel, on attack, managed to get 10.
Well, you know, it's just a matter of time. As soon as this goes down, what can we do, eh?
Keep talking, keep yapping, and let the players keep trapping, shooting their opponents in the faces until we do get to the final 13 scoreline. Puffin still might make it, but I think they're getting exhausted. Pit ponies have been putting them through the works here. Really good fake there. They might be able to 5v1 onto A, but like you said, it's the retake simulation map, and it doesn't really matter if they get the spike down if the retake is planned and executed properly.
To be honest, this is just looking like Puffins is comebacks. That's what I'm thinking, comeback. Look at them getting their way onto that site, but the retake is... already in motion, so we're just going to have to wait and see. How are they going to retake this time? 5 people alive, 5 people on site. Util at the ready. And the stun comes down. Penguin out. Satchel through. Rascal finds one. Finds Penguin. KYC though will take out Rube. The nade is good. He's going for more. He wants to get more kills, but like a silly rascal he is, he dies. Mitch, A0. No duelists left. Just Chew and Benji Fishy Fan. Type. Tapping the spike, shot through the smoke, down. Benji Fishy Fan, just like his predecessor. Benji Fishy did not make it past the Team Vitality playoffs match, but Benji Fishy Fan might make it to the top instead of the GOAT. Fair play. What a round from him.
Yum, yum, yum. I'm just eating my words right now, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Me too, mate. Me too. Honestly, I don't know how like people like Sideshow do it. This is very hard.
What, the talking or the predicting, or what?
Talking, bro. Too
Mate,
long.
no. Well, you might. Let me tell you, if you're finding it hard, I can't tell. You're doing it great. Excellent, mate. This is your
Thank you,
second
mate.
season, and you're going to have many more ahead of you. And we'll see you in VCT as a player or a caster one day, I'm
Amen,
sure.
bro. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that would be a change of the century. But Rascal, on site. Look at that. Satchel into
Oh.
Mitch. That is a beautiful name, not
Yeah.
Satchel. My apologies. But, you know, they're on the back burner, as you say.
Yeah, the underarm nade into the smoke is just very, very high IQ, knowing that the player's got to be on site somewhere, and it probably is there. Paranoia comes out from the retake, but it doesn't actually catch anything. Pit Ponies now, they're up against Vandals, so it's not really too surprising that they're getting absolutely decimated. But what will they have to say for themselves when they get Vandals in their own pocket?
Well, you know, they didn't get any kills there, unfortunately, but Vandals against Spectres should be winnable, right?
Let's see. 3 Vandals for the Puffins, man. They bought those in the second round. That is keen.
Very.
But it pays off. You know, they got the round. They didn't lose a single Vandal. They've got Vandals in this round. Their economy's going to roll over. It's actually a really, really good start to the half. If any of the games so far were going to be a crazy comeback, it's probably going to be this one, because it's the first comeback that started in the first round of the second half. All the other comebacks that didn't quite happen tonight, they started in the third round. So it's a much bigger advantage to get it started early on.
Well, whereas the comeback starts or not, it's just how will LJPH be mentally strong and be able to close this out? Or will he crumble under the pressure and find himself competing for a third place?
Penguin is really, really good on this last map here, getting some very, very easy swings and kills, some good combos in as well. Gonna have to keep that going a little bit longer. KYCA shifting forward. There's no one left on A side, though. The rotations came through to B, so is KYCA and Penguin going to keep pushing, or are they going to rotate round the back?
We'll have to find some way or another pick both 4-4. However, the Pit Ponies do have both duelists alive. As we can see now, though, they're taking that space on A. They know that there is no one A. Satchel comes out. Mitch, great setup.
No way.
Sprays, takes down the silly rascal that is on site. Backside now, Egner punishes a 0, and the plant is underway. However, it's just Rube and Omen to put it down.
Yeah, obviously the Pit Ponies didn't want to lose those first 2 rounds, but they're calm. They're calm and confident. They're chilling. They know they can still do retakes. They know they can get guns in the bank. They know Mitch can get a free K. And they're going to get to 11 points now. And it's only 2 rounds for the Pit Ponies to take themselves through to the finals next week against the Wolfhounds. Pretty sure they can do it. But the Puffins have been showing such good performances in the rounds that they do win. If they can keep that switch on, they can still come back.
They can indeed, Bigfoot. But it's going to be a big ask, and you know, where we clearly can see a bit of fatigue. We can just see if they can keep it out and make sure they can play to their peak.
Yeah, at the very least, you know, if you're not winning the league, the experience is for the joy of it, and the experience for the advancement of your skills are always going to be there when you participate in these leagues. And you know, it's not just about winning. It is the taking part that counts. And I know that is cheesy as all hell, but we're all in this league, in this esports, trying to move forward with our abilities. And there's only one way to do that, and that is taking part. And LJPH takes Choose Head apart right there and then. Pit Ponies back in the advantageous driving position.
Advantageous driving or not, that is still a great pick to find on the Puffins. And Rube is going to find a trade on KYCA. Rascal, like a silly rascal he is. I didn't even think that was a flank.
Okay.
I just thought that was a
Okay.
teammate. But Rascal is going to find that sneaky one on LJPH. And there's clearly somewhere on the defense line which has been left open for him to sneak around in. Plan is going to go to backside. And they are aware of Mitch playing main. But, oh, Benji Fishy fan. We just missed a fight from Caravan.
I was about to say Ace is playing main too, but before I had a chance, Mitch gets taken out. And yeah, Pit Ponies are just down to Egner now. Puffin's getting up to 5 points most likely, because Egner isn't even trying to get this defuse now. Keeping that Phantom in hand for the next round, teleporting away, just camping the exit just in case.
To be fair, though, that was like a very, very... It was a very good spot to be in, you know, because if they peeked you, you know, they were swinging you, so if your crosshair's in the right place, they walk into your crosshair. But Egner, they're gonna give Egner the gun. They don't want to, they don't want to feed his ult, but they also don't want to, you know, they also don't want to lose his gun. So it's kind of it's an unfortunate one.
Puffins, if you look at this half, they're winning 3-1. That sounds like quite a good lead, a good start. But when you look up at the top and you see it's 11-5, you do start to worry for them. And when you know how strong the Pit Ponies are, it's a very, very dangerous position for the Puffins to be in. Rascal has managed to get the Showstopper online. This should be pretty useful. They've pinged their attack. Actually, they've pinged both routes through A side, so maybe they're going to send the team in 2 halves. Yeah, here comes the Showstopper. Doesn't actually push them back off A site just yet. Yeah, they get pushed back. The rocket doesn't really hit anything. It does buy the space, and that is always the basic use of the Showstopper.
The basic use of Showstopper is going to make him have to play retake. And if I'm LJPH here, if we're not winning our retakes, I'm probably just going to call that maybe we just take space instead and try and get a kill. Because they are relying way too much on these retakes. Penguin is stuck. Oh,
I love it.
That's some raise tech. Fair play.
Yeah. I love that because it's the pain shells are quite low, aren't they? So you actually get out the damage circle.
Oh, what a blind!
Oh, but it's
Mitch!
not enough. Mitchy. What is this? An LJPH and KYCA, they all fall to headshots in seconds as Benji finds a third and Egner
Impressive.
drops. The Puffins get their 6th round on the board, marching forward with guns and credits. It's going to be a save round for the Pit Ponies. This could bring the Puffins up to 7, and that's only 4 rounds behind.
My favorite part of that entire round is how Benji Fishy fans sprayed the floor, and I definitely bet he thought the observer was still on him after he sprayed the floor. He was like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch that one back on stream." Unfortunate. Still a good shot. Honestly, I'm loving the cinematic shots though. Just look at this. We've gone into the sky. Look at us. Do you want to watch Junction Flea Market?
Not really, mate.
Oh,
Doesn't sound like a very good film.
To be fair, I don't even think this is a cinema. What is this?
What? Sunset Cinema? I don't know, mate. Yeah, what is that? I always thought this was like a cinema just from those 2 signs. Come on, Caravan. What is it? Oh, it's a flea market, right? Yeah, Sunset Market. Yeah. Cheers, Caravan.
Right, thank you, Caravan, for making it clear.
I never read it. You know what I mean? I literally never read that until you read it out, and I just assumed from the style of it that it was a cinema.
I love how he's literally panned out to show us what a go.
The flea market. All right, mate. Okay. All right. I'll eat more words. I'm gonna be full of them by the time it gets to bedtime. But the timeout is over.
Okay, my neighbour's drilling in my wall.
He is. Your neighbour's a driller.
No, he's literally got a drill, and I can hear it.
Oh my god.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it, mate. Your neighbour's a driller.
You can hear it.
Yeah, he's our op. He's the driller next door, and
he's watching the stream, and he's like, "The Puffins are bloody losing. Let me distract the caster so he can't curse him anymore." And that's
mate. It's 9:20. I mean, stream or not, why is your neighbour drilling?
I can't tell you, mate, but, you know, maybe he'll stop. But for now, I'm sorry, you're going to have to hit the bloody drill.
Chew does get an early pick there. The Puffins are feeling comfortable. The Bucky is not enough to stop Ace0 sliding around the corner and taking down Egner. Ace0 jumping into the smoke with a classic is going to be enough, and Rascal finds a classic kill too. So Mitch, all alone, has to take out 5 of the Puffins. Probably just going to look for 1, but won't find anything. Puffins get up to 7.
You know, I would love to comment on that, but I'm just going to have to keep my mic muted so the drill does not distract everyone. I think he's still going.
No, you're okay. You're on push to talk. Just so we'll just deal with it as like a nice little harmony to your lovely voice.
Ave Maria, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Can you hit this? If you can hit a note that's 3 semitones above the drill, it's going to sound really nice.
I don't think I can do that.
Oh well.
The only songs I do like is probably gonna have to be Ludwig van Beethoven, Moonlight Sonata. That's my favorite song.
Is he the stream? Is he this Ludwig? That's that streamer dude. Is that what you're talking about?
No, Ludwig van Beethoven, the actual musical composer, who's Rascal, A0. Hit ponies are actually like starting to crumble under pressure a little bit.
This is crazy, mate. Yeah. A0, I think A0 needs to play this aggressive character. I'm not sure if Ace on the Omen was the right pick for Ascent. You know, you could have put, I don't know, someone else could have gone on Omen. You could have had Ace in this aggression because it seems to be where Ace seems to thrive. With the Pit Ponies back down to 3 players, I don't even know if they're going to try this retake.
Sorry, mate. 1 sec.
No, it's okay. You can go next door and beat your neighbor up if you want. I'll hold down the fort. But yeah, speaking of forts, I think Pit Ponies are going to have to bring some new forts, some thinking, some strategy to the table to secure this because the Puffins are starting to just look better and better with every round. The roles are reversing. KYCA trying to keep a hold of the Vandal, but getting hunted out. And Chew will find KY and Mitch. Spike gets detonated. Every single Pit Pony is decimated from the lobby. And their economy is not looking nice. They've got 1 Phantom on board, but Mitch is forced to a Stinger. KYCA, $2,000 left to spend on a gun. What you going to choose there, mate? Egner hasn't made a choice yet, but LJ with the Phantom is who we want to keep an eye on for the defensive side of the Pit Ponies. If LJ can find anything, down to a Bulldog, focusing on the next round. But if they focus on the next round, that is 11-9.
No, if they do win that, sorry, I'm just gonna have to go and give Doug over there a big drop kick. But if he does manage to, if they do manage to get this round, Pit Ponies are gonna start feeling that pressure. Now, you remember me talking about that 3-9 comeback that Pit Ponies were starting to be a little bit worried when they were, you know, starting to crawl back, and sorry, not the Pit Ponies, the Puffins were like, uh-oh. I guarantee you, LJPH was experiencing the exact same thing. Doug, please, my friend.
Please, okay. Doug. Can we get some L's in the chat for Doug? And some W's in the chat for the comeback. Puffins are on fire right now. This will actually make Esports Wales history if they do it.
This might be the best semi-final we've actually ever had, and probably one of the best ones 100%. I've ever
100%.
watch.
It might even be better than the finals we've had. I'm not sure. Like this is the most intense, like high-level looking game I think we've seen in Esports Wales.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. It's looking doable. LJPH now gets Chew. But what else can they do? I imagine the pressure is getting onto them. Only 2 rounds away, and we could have the Puffins in the finals. We've already had confirmation that the Wolfhounds got into the finals earlier. However, if the Puffins get into the finals, it will be a different finals for the Wolfhounds, and that will be the back-to-back finals for the Wolfhounds. It is the back-to-back finals. My apologies.
If you do look at the Pit Ponies' ult economy, though, they've got quite a lot on board. If they play their cards right in this second half, they might be able to get up to match point. But if the Puffins seal the deal, they're going to be on 10 with the Pit Ponies on another save round, and the Puffins might be able to get to 11. And if they get to 11, they might be able to get to 13. A0 early headshot onto Penguin, absolutely crucial, decimating. But luckily, the only player on the Pit Ponies that didn't have an ult. As there is still 4 ultimates available, and Puffins playing slowly, trying to work out where this next player is.
To be honest with you, this is gotta be top 5 worst Lendoth moments, I must admit.
Top 5? Well, at least there's a TikTok, mate. Think of it that way. At least there's a TikTok. Your neighbor is a driller. And he's like, sabotaging. He's rode out and he's sabotaged your stream.
He's riding out for the Puffins. I don't know what to describe it. Luckily, production, those guys have managed to not capture it on stream, but I'm sure you can still hear it on this call.
A0, A0.
No.
The revenge is good. LJPH is back in the lobby, stabbing A0 in the back, letting them know that the Pit Ponies are not out the fight just yet. Definitely not the smartest play there by LJPH, but a great clip indeed.
To be honest, this was looking very, very in the way of Puffins, but that knife kill has signified to me that LJPH is still in a good mental space. And the defuse is going to come down. Oh, he's sticking. He's sticking. Oh my god, I just want to watch.
Can't keep sticking too long. Right, that's 10, mate. Pit ponies have to save. They can do a half buy, they can do stingers, maybe here and there. But the Puffins are probably going to get onto 11. They've equalized. The comeback is real. The Pit ponies have only had one defuse this half. Start from a 10-2. 10-2 half for the Pit ponies. And the underdogs have brought it back in the second half.
I literally just went, did you hear that, Doug? The Puffins are winning, and he stopped. Thank you, Doug.
Cheers, Doug.
That, my friend. Well, now that that's stopped and we've managed to get a comeback, let's just see exactly how we can do this. Rascal satcheling it out towards A. Site is looking free, but this is looking quite... Benji Fishy fan. They read this somehow, but LGPH is going to find Rascal. The trade is going to come out, though. There's no more Cypher tricks for them to hold. Chew is going to get a plant, and...
this
oh
is
my
it.
god.
The eco is actually...
And the drill started back. He's not happy. My neighbor is not happy that the Puffins are losing this.
Chew?
Okay, Chew. A lot on his shoulders.
Not enough. So the Pit ponies finally bring it back with stingers. That's crazy.
Fair play. Fair play.
You know...
That was great strat. Gold, you know, running it down. What was so good about it was the fact that Benji Fish and read it, but they read that someone might read that, so they had a person waiting for the Cypher to walk down, and that's what Mitch did. He waited for Benji Fishy fan to walk down, and now it's match point. What was a 3-9 half is now looking toward... 10-2 half is now looking towards a 12-10. This is very doable. All they need now, though, from the Pit ponies is this extra round, and a lot of ults are online. They can still get a Chew ult. They can still... They're 2 away from the Andrew ult. What are they going to do?
Well, it looks like the Puffins are just going to keep with the aggression, but marching into an Odin, it might not work out for them unless Ace Zero is just sneaky and jumpy and slidey and gets the first kill. Then Benji Fish, he can follow up, and LJPH drops. And Pit ponies, 3 players left for the retake. Puffins are going to get up to 11 probably, but getting up to 12 to take us to overtime is another question entirely.
That is very, very unfortunate. I see what he tried to do. He tried to TP on top of that box because they were blinded, but unfortunately he missed the TP and he landed in the smoke instead. It's 0 now.
Egna. Beautiful positioning. You should know that the Omen might be there, probably is there. And Penguin, paint shells and 2 satchels, not even used in this round, going to be running away for a little bit of a save. Trying to take what they can into the penultimate round. The Pit ponies have to seal the deal. They don't want to go through to overtime with the Puffins. If they want to make it through to the Wolfhounds, guaranteed they have to take this next round.
Of course this one could go to OT. Imagine that. Last game, 3 maps, 1 OT, and it's the last map.
This goes here.
Wild.
Oh, this is
absolutely wild. Now we are still 2 ults off the Andrew ult. We could see that at some point. They might want to try and get that online. I think they're just carrying on the aggression. They're faking A and going B. As you can see, the
love it.
being left.
I love it. As long as they don't peek B, as long as they don't get seen on B, this is potentially going to be a dream round for the Puffins. The fake is it's beckoned 1 across. They've beckoned 1 across, but the fake has not been sold enough. That's the problem here. They haven't pushed past lobby, so there is no fake. They've only managed to bait 1 player across. Yeah, it's not enough, I don't think. And there comes the dart, so it's very clear where they're coming in. Penguin's going to throw the nade out. KYCA is going to get ace. Penguin gets Benji. Egna gets 1. Is it a team ace for the victory? No, because Egna gets 2, but there's only Chew standing, who does find KYCA, but finished off by LJPH. And we have our winners of the semi-final, with the Pit ponies going through to meet the Wolfhounds next week. The Puffins only 2 rounds away. 1 round away from securing overtime, sorry. And 3 rounds away from getting to the finals themselves. So close for the Puffins. Big GGs to you all. Very, very impressed with what I've seen today from the Puffins. Better luck next time.
That was very good, you know. Well, at least Benji Fishy fan, like, you know, like father, like son, Benji Fishy's team got eliminated today, and it looks like so did they. So at least, you know, at least he's like his idol in some way. But it was a good game. And to come back from a 10-2 like that, now they know exactly how the pit ponies were feeling as they were coming back. They had that sense of, holy guys, we can actually do this. Let's just lock in. Let's get it together. But, you know, unfortunately, it didn't come out to that, and it looks like the finals will be a rematch between the Pit Ponies and the Wolfhounds. But the only difference between this is that the Wolfhounds has a complete different roster. Apart from Ash, who has stayed from last year, it's going to be quite strong, I must admit. It's going to be a closer game. We did see the Wolfhounds win, and the Wolfhounds are a strong team, so they could win again. I was talking about that import player. He might not be playing anymore, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, really, really good match. I think you said it quite well when you said it's one of the best matches we've seen, one of the best semi-finals, if not one of the best matchups we've seen in the entire Esports Wales Valorant in 5 seasons now. Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. It's been so nice. Please, everyone, come join us for the final. Join me for my penultimate Esports Wales cast for the foreseeable future before I dig my own grave. And someone else will be jumping in my grave soon enough, I hope. I hope Lendoth sticks around. You've got a bright future ahead of you, as do many of these players.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Honestly, it's been an honor to be able to cast with you, and I wouldn't have wanted a better Sensei Wu.
Sensei Wu! Boku wa naka naka ii, Sensei da.
I don't speak Japanese. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I speak French either.
I shouldn't even say that. I was saying I'm a great teacher, but in Japanese you have to be humble. So you have to say, no, I'm not a good teacher. So mada, ii sensei janai yo ne. Like that.
Wait, you fluent? Like, what is this?
I'm not fluent, no.
Not yet?
No. But
Not. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You convinced me. You had me in the first half. If you said you were fluent, I would have believed you.
Sugoi. Karaban says Sugoi. I love it. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really. We're gonna just, one last thing. Go check out the Japanese VCT streams one day. The casters are just insane. Even if you don't understand what they're saying, it's just great. The Japanese casters are the one.
I agree.
But yeah, you got anything else to say about this awesome night we've had before we sign off?
To be honest, that was one of the best streams I think we've done. Very, very, very long. But, a lot of action-packed, and hopefully you've been entertained. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Says the gladiator in the middle of the Colosseum. No, I thought that was very good. Very unfortunate to say bye to the Puffins there, but hopefully they can fight for that 3rd place against the Pirates. Not sure if that's going to be streamed, but that will also be a best of 3. So we'll probably get the results for you on that one, but we'll have to see, won't we?
I think they can take 3rd place. They played so well. They deserved to go to the finals. They deserved it, but of course, just dismantled at the final moment by some pretty good strats. The Stinger strat was just insane. That was what saved the Pit Ponies, was that Stinger round.
Yeah, 100%.
So that is one last thing.
Resilience, yeah.
One last thing I was going to point out before it got a bit hectic was when you're in your save rounds, 5 Stingers is always better than 1. Always.
Yeah.
Either get 5 or get none. Don't get 1 Stinger. I think it's crazy. Do all classics or just all Stingers or something. You're going to get something the triple swings and stuff. You saw it in that round. It works. It can work so well. It can dismantle an opponent who's steamrolling ahead of you with Vandals.
Becoming one massive unit as well, going in together and having each other's back. And that they didn't rotate. They understood that it could have been a fake, and it was a fake. They walked straight into the trap. LGBH, absolute cinema.
Yeah, and talking of cinema, big shout out to Koroban, Best Observer EU, and the production team behind the back. Yeah, shout out Kashi, shout out John, CEO, big CEO John. Let's go, and we'll catch you next week for the finals. Good night, everyone. It's been a pleasure.
Good night. I was